All right. And I believe, if I did this right, we are live on the YouTubes. Welcome. Oh, man, I got to change something here. Hang on. I forgot. I got to change something over real quick. I'm going to do this. I'm going to change it over real quick, and then we're going to play the game. And I'd like to welcome in our YouTube audience. Looks like some people are joining in. Good evening, and welcome to our YouTube. We just got done with taping our podcast. That was a lot of fun. A little bit silly, but a lot of fun. And and now we're back, and we're green. We're green, and we're good now, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Hey, real quick, let me get a quick mic check. Big Country. Big Country. Welcome to the YouTubes. Big Country. Say something. You're famous. You're famous.
Welcome.
Right.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, so we're live, and we're on the YouTubes. And here we go. We are in the game. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, I know what I want for a new promise or a new project, Snake Eyes. I know what I want. Listen, let's do this tonight, okay? Let's do this tonight. I think, let me see if I can figure this out here real quick, Snake Eyes. What I want to do is I want to do a fundraiser right here tonight. I want to do a fundraiser tonight because what I want to do something for my studio here, okay? I want to make money on the show here tonight to pay for a second monitor. Yeah, hang on. I'm trying to get the chat to load right now. Is the chat working for you guys in the YouTube chat? I'm trying to. How do I get back to this? I don't even know if I'm doing the right thing right now. Yeah, there it goes. It says we're live. Okay, I'm trying to load the chat. The chat, it doesn't say that there's anybody in chat right now. Is there anybody actually in the chat? Oh, there's Taco Hunter. What's up? Charles says the chat's working. Taco Hunter says what's up. Nazim says hello. And Stevens Aaron says the chat is working. Chuck's Grunt says I'm too loud. Okay, I'll turn everything down. Let me turn it all down. There, is that better? And the YouTubers? Hey, what's up, Rob Hall? Thank you, Leonidas. Charles Long, Ian Griffin, what's up? Scalyback. Scalyback is Ian. I didn't know that. Okay. Spinners on YouTube. Everything looks okay to me. Yes, my ships are dead. That is courteous of Big Country and Wardod. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the YouTube. All right, we're in the game. So let me clear out all the 66 messages. Look, there's Fire Captain. He was a real cool sport earlier today, and I just didn't get a chance to get after his Calvin, which I wanted to try to do, but we didn't get a chance to get to that today. And yes, I have not finished my Battle Pass event yet. I haven't played much in the game here this evening, so I've got to I got to do this stuff. So now listen, I know, Big Country is the admiral of an alliance that I am currently warring with. So I would imagine that there may actually potentially be a few members of Think who are going to watch the stream tonight just so they can come and find me and kill me. Grudging Sue says, you should not do anything live. I think this will be fun. Now, Big, as long as you guys can, like, keep it fun. You know, like, if you send your level 49 ships after me, that's not going to be fun. You know what I'm saying? Oh, looky there. I clicked my 10-minute chest and nothing. 10-minute chest and absolutely nothing is happening. Does that mean that I'm actually disconnected? Are we still having data problems? I'm going to repair them here in just a second, but for whatever reason, my chest is not. Look, the game is completely frozen. Like, it's dead. Completely dead. I can't do anything. All right, so here's what we're going to have to do. We are going to, I guess I'm going to have to restart the client. Shocker. Going to have to restart the client. Can you guys even hear anything? Nobody's talking. Why is nobody talking? You guys are going to have to talk to me if you want me to stay online and do this.
No, I can hear you. I think people are just muted.
All right. Well, my client's not responding, so we're going to have to reboot it here. Shocking.
Okay. Real live gameplay.
I can hear you, DJ, loud and clear. I got everything running on my YouTube, on a phone at that. I mean, the whole Discord, the talk, everything.
Leonidas says, it's like we just talked about this. Crazy enough. You're right. We did, in fact, just talk about this. All right. BlueStacks coming back up. And, whoa, wrong one. There we go. There we go. The BlueStacks is coming up. And let's see how long it takes to get back into the game. Can Scopely add a frames per second meter? Listen, if you look in the very bottom left-hand corner of my stream, you will, in fact, see that. That is frames per second that is provided by my BlueStacks, okay? That's provided by my BlueStacks, and that is telling me what the game is actually putting out. So, you can see sometimes it's better than others. Are there overlords watching right now? No, I don't believe that there are. There are no overlords currently consuming content because it is a Sunday and it is late. Now, let's see if I can get my chest. Wow, that was really, really silly of me. It is 16 minutes before daily reset. I just claimed my 4-hour chest. Oh, apparently I needed to claim my 4-hour chest. Look, that is how little I've been in the game today, that I needed that chest to get that 6,000 ship XP. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna have time to do here tonight. Okay, so we're in Galaxy. That's good. Let's get the banners out of the way. And let's see what we can get into, Big Country. So Big Country says before we go on the stream, he says, listen, I can 100% guarantee that there will definitely be think interference here tonight. So we're gonna play and have some fun. Now, again, like I said, it won't be any fun if like Big Country comes and does it, because he can swat me like a fly. But somebody who wants to actually play and have some fun, that'll be cool. I'll demonstrate some drunken wartime tactics. Let's do it. Hey, Snake Eyes, what's up? He says, yeah, you think? Yeah, Big Country, welcome to the show. All right, listen. Let's get it on. First thing I need to do is kill 65 swarm hostiles in 13 minutes. You think I can do it? I'm going to guess not, because I didn't finish that part of my daily. So
I did 50 yesterday in 10 minutes.
I'm not going to do that, because there's no way I'm going to get it done in 14 minutes. And so what I'll do is I'll just wait and do that daily for tomorrow. So what do we want to do then? Gosh, I thought I was going to get in here and do something silly. What do we got as far as events going on? Is there a research event? See, this is what you don't want to do. You don't want to go on a stream and say, hey, let's go have some fun and go on stream, and then have absolutely no idea what we actually want to do. I mean, I'm not going to sit here in wartime mine. That's boring. Ooh, I know what we can do, Big Country. I know what we can do.
There's Swarm Sunday.
It is Swarm Sunday, but I don't need mods. So I don't like killing in that space. Big knows what I'm gonna do. Big Country. What am I gonna do? I'll buy you tacos if you can predict what I'm going to do.
Nanoprobes.
Mine data.
Oh, no, that's boring. I don't want mine data. Nah, son. Nah, son. No, that's not the one. Is this the one? Sure. There we go. Okay. Load up Speed Crew on my D4. I am at war, after all. Let's go think hunting. Is that a bad idea, Big?
No.
Is that what you're going to do? You're going to go jam hunting? Listen.
I haven't hit a jam.
Listen, for everybody who knows, okay, obviously Big and I are amongst the best of friends. But even in this game, we both are able to recognize and acknowledge the fact that it is just fun. It is just a goofy little game, and there's no sense in getting all upset about it. So I'm going to tell Big I'm coming to hunt his players. And let's see how quickly they can mobilize a team to take me out. It'll probably be very, very quick. I bet it'll be really quick. No. How many think
I'm not saying anything.
How many think are actually watching the stream? Let's find out. Oh my God! If my game doesn't react a little bit better than this, then I'm gonna die. Look, why? Why are there no? Oh, somebody's after me. What? Why? This is not even your territory. Get away from me, IJ. Go away. All right. Let's go somewhere else. Oh, that's great. IJ, get lost. I should have gone to get another beer before we went on. All right, the stream is working. Everything. Hi, everybody in YouTube. What's up, Venom? He says, if they're watching your stream, you're dead already. I know. That's what's going to be fun about this. Let's see how many miners we can bag with them knowing I'm coming. God, there's nobody in this system. Let's see. Yeah, Snake Eyes, it's a game. Hunt the DJs. Hunt the DJs. Arian says this is funny. All right, let's see what happens. The stream is behind. That's right, Neo. Neo's right. The stream is behind, so I have an advantage. They can't see what's coming for like 30 more seconds. Oh, snap, big country. Oh, snap. Sorry, Heater. I'm going to have to send your
miner. As long as
home.
you're unpredictable.
I'm going to have to send your miner home, Heater. Sorry about that. Oh, who's coming after me? Wardod's here. Yo, what's up, Wardod? Look. Look here. Oh, look, he's got a ship hiding under there. Looky there. He was gonna trick me. Oh, look at him. Oh, he got me. Big country. Big country took out my D4. My little baby D4. It's such a little sweet little baby. It's only a tier 2. Big country, it's only a tier 2 D4. You got me nice to it. What's up, Mr. Fusion? What are you doing, Mr. Fusion?
They are the D4. I know that a lot of people say they are not nice ships or whatever, but I actually built a second one because I'm like, man, these things.
What? You did not. Oh, you did.
I have two D4s max.
See, now this is not right because the stream is not a minute behind. So now everybody who's watching the stream knows I'm going to Lenara Beta. This is ridiculous, okay? I should be able to fly into a system without telling everybody that I'm flying into a system. Yeah, it's only 10 seconds behind. So, Big, send your ships to Lenara, okay? Send your ships to Lenara because that's where I'm going to be in 48 seconds because the game is 48 seconds behind. Good night, Wicked Witch. Epic Neo says it's less than 5 seconds difference. It's ridiculous. What's up, Fusion? Welcome to the show. How you doing over there in the YouTube chat? All right, now, see, here's what we're going to do. We're going to throw them off the pace. We're going to come over here to a different system. I canceled my warp, big country. I'm going somewhere else. And again, because the stream is only 5 seconds behind, you already know where you're going, where I'm going. All right, let's see if we can find anybody. Got to get them ISO hunters, miners, the ISO people. Why aren't you guys mining isogen, big country? I'm trying to kill your ships. Please oblige.
I didn't do anything.
Please send all of your ships out so that I can kill them. I'm kidding. Maybe we'll have to raid some bases here shortly because there's no miners out, which means my team has likely already cleared them. Or they've called it a night. That's certainly possible as well.
The D4 is a great ship. The mistake people make is they put the speed crew on it, and they make it, anything can kill it when they do that.
What? What are you talking about? I don't think the speed crew is bad at all.
The Mirror Universe, your Captain Tilly is very effective on that ship.
Maybe we should tinker around. I'm not even running lower decks. I literally am running the speed bridge crew, and that's it. That's all I got here.
Oh, I thought that was you that hit me. That was Parker. That was Walker Bow. Oh, I was just.
No, I tried. You got me. You got me.
No, Walker just came in and hit my D4 and blew up on his Enterprise. I thought it was you.
Come on. Big. First of all, we know that I would not blow up in my Enterprise on your D4. We already know this. right? It sounds like a challenge.
Yes.
That sounds like a challenge. Let's do it. Here, where's your D4? Is it still in Eldor? No, that's not where you were.
Yeah, that's where my.
Is it in
my,
Eldor?
My base is in Lenara Alpha.
All right, I'm coming for you. Well, actually, let's see. Is there a reason for you to needlessly destroy your D4? Let's make it interesting.
No, that's fine. It doesn't. Yeah, it's all.
Let's make it interesting. Let's do. Gosh, I wish you had a smaller G4 ship that wasn't 12 million. Golly. I didn't know your Kelvin. I didn't remember your Kelvin being that big.
That's what she said.
Where did you say you were? In where? Lenara?
Yeah.
His jelly's smaller. It's not. You don't have your jelly at 12 billion, do you?
No,
It's like 9 million, isn't it?
yeah, it's like.
What do you typically run on your jelly? Just out of curiosity. You might as well get something educational here. What do you run? What do you run crew-wise on your jelly?
Yuki Marcus.
Yuki Marcus. Ooh, okay. Bring out your jelly. I'm coming to Alpha. Bring out your jelly. Crew it up like you normally would. Yuki Marcus and what? Khan?
It depends on what other ships I have, and same thing like what am I hitting. No, because normally, like I will.
You use your triangle busters against on your primary ships, right?
Yeah. So sometimes I'll put Mirac on it, and I know I'm going to hit Enterprises with it. If I know that there's going to be Enterprises attacking it or something.
Stop it, War Dodd. I'm here for science. It's all right. I'm gonna attack you anyway. This is not going to go well. I'm sure I'm going to die. He's got a 5 million Enterprise, and he's crewed with Marcus, so I'm for sure going to get toasted. That is, unless the TOS crew doesn't proc, which I've had some. Oh yeah, they procced. All right. There you go, War Dodd. All right. You know what? This is not going to be me just sacrificing all my ships all the time. We're going to crew to take out War Dodd. So, how do we crew to take out War Dodd?
Use your auger.
Yeah, I was going to say. All right, we're going to have to use a different ship. Let's see.
Buy
Okay.
some packs and upgrade.
Yeah, that's right. How do we... War Dodd's in the YouTube chat. He says eviction notice served. All right, hang on, War Dodd. Hang on, War Dodd. We're going to get creative here. We're going to get creative. I'm going to try and take you out. Okay, so go repair. I want you at full health. That way nobody can come back and be like, oh, well, I was only half health. Okay? Get ready, son. I'm coming for you. Coming at you. All right, hang on. Let me see what we're going to do here. No, I don't want that. I'm trying to think, because that's going to be pointless against him. And didn't we kind of determine that this wasn't really a good idea either? You know what? Here, let's try. No, I'm running all attack. I got no health, so DJ Oki ain't going to work. Let's do... Ooh, I don't want to do that either. Trying to think. Think.
Marcus?
No, because I'm going to keep Marcus on the Enterprise. See, no matter what, my ship is not going to be able to, solo tap him. I'm going to have to double tap him. Okay?
If you're the underdog, so DCS, Corel, and Marek, and stack for defense, and you'll be able to double tap them.
Decius, Krell, and Marek. God, that's such a specialized...
stack for defense.
Yeah, it's a very specialized crew. I don't like that crew. I mean, I know it works, but it's like an Enterprise-only crew. You know what I'm saying? But I guess we can do it. All right. I know.
That's what you're fighting, right?
I know. For some reason, I hate this crew. I really do hate this crew. I think this crew... I don't know why I don't like the crew. I know it's effective. It's like... I don't know. I don't like this crew. All right. Let's see. And then we're going to have to put... Got to put Khan back in there somewhere. Let's put Khan there. Ooh. You want to stack for defense, you said? So let's put 5.
If you do both, they both take defense, so you'd have to. But I mean, you can use Khan instead of using one of those officers. Like you take Corella and use Khan, but it's still going to be a double tap.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right. Hell with that. Let's leave that there. Let's come back over here and let's throw.
I mean, anytime you're the underdog, Decius is the way to go, in my opinion.
Decius is a good one. All right, Wardod. Here we go. I'm coming for you.
That will be less effective, but you have a max.
I'll tell you why.
Tyler's max.
My Tyler is maxed, and I'll tell you why, Adam. You say use DJ Oki. I also don't like DJ Oki because I know he's good, but he requires me to split my effectiveness between him and Ash Tyler. All right, I don't like officers that require me to split my attention. Like for example, Krell, Merrick, and Decius. They're all using defense, so that's why Wham says stack for defense. Okay, I don't like because Ash Tyler requires attack. I don't want to take away attack to add the health that DJ Oki needs. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. Whoa. Okay. There. That auger's booking it. Look how fast it's moving. All right. Ward on. It's high noon. Meet me at half court, the basketball court, in between the two baskets. Noon. Let's go. Come on. He's recruiting. What is happening to that auger? Look at it. It's all over the place. It's drunk driving.
Also, the Explorer research on 42 to 44 is significant compared to
I know.
other levels.
What?
So that alone.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Wardod? You're not supposed to bring that ship out. All right. Well, that was a stupid test. You're not playing the game nicely, Wardod. You're supposed to make it so that I can kill. Ooh! You're supposed to make it so that I can kill you. Now I got to get the hell out of here. Oh, at least let my shields recharge. Hang on. What? Did you see that? That was the Picard maneuver. That was the Picard maneuver. I'm sending that to Scopely right there. Did you see that? See that bull crap? Oh, God. And see, that time it did not work to my advantage. That was not in my favor. Daggone it. Stupid maneuvers. All right, so now Wardod, true question. Real true question. Have you found out a way to instigate that? Like, I mean, do you retarget? Do you try to move? Do you try to go in a different direction? Have you figured out a way to make that to duplicate that? Because I haven't yet figured it out. I haven't actually yet figured it out. Any insight there? He's not talking. He's like, I'm not giving you my secret.
I think IJ has.
G13
I'm pretty sure.
G13 classified, he said. No, don't let him mess with you. I don't think that there's a way to duplicate that.
No, there's nobody complain it. Nobody.
Yeah.
I've seen it to where like you're literally an inch behind and you go to an inch ahead. And
yeah.
You literally have
yeah, there it was right there. I was literally I was leading him by 5 seconds, okay? And then all of a sudden, shapow. Scopely, this is what we're talking about right there. The Picard maneuver. All right. I don't want to keep suiciding on those ships all night, but obviously I'm not going to have to. They're going to know where I'm at, and they're going to come after me. So it is after 11 o'clock. Let's fix this back up over here. By the way, just FYI, I want to go back and look at that battle log real quick. I did not expect that auger to win. You must have been crewed. Let's see how you were crewed, because that shouldn't have happened. Well, I'll be daggone. Look at that. Daggone, Wardon. I wore you out, son. Look at that. I wore you out. Oh. Now, just out of curiosity, you did that really quick, all right? In all fairness, and I'm not making fun. I'm not teasing. You know I love you to death. You did that really quick, okay? Did you have time to stack your lower deck? And if you did, what did you stack for? Did you stack for attack? Or did you leave it with something else? Because I have to imagine that your Ash Tyler did not give you the same benefit that it got me. It's a little bit lower in tier. Looks like your Ash Tyler's only, what is that, tier 3? Let's see. And, of course, we're not going to see who got burning when. We can see that you got burning, but it's not going to show me if I did, in fact, get burning. As a matter of fact, I think I did not get burning in the first round because Ash Tyler would be duplicated too. Ash Tyler, right? Because isn't that how that works, Big? If you're running the same. See, Adam said that's a terrible crew. What are you talking about? Are you talking about my crew? Oh, that's way back in the chat. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to see if I'm burning because he's burning. Like, I can see that I'm burning here, but I don't think, even if I was burning in round 1, I don't think that I'm going to show it because his officer procced, and that's part of that duplication bug. So I really have no idea whether or not I procced burning in the first round. And sadly, we don't know because we don't have the 1% that shows in the log either. But, is what it is. But I was procced in round 2. He was still procced in round 2 because he got a 2-round. That's how we can figure it out. Let's go to round. No, we won't know that either. In round 3, because even if I proc in round 3, it would. No. Okay, so I did not proc in 1 because I procced in 2. In round 3, I did not proc burning, but I still got the burning benefit. You see that here? So Tyler still fired. He still procced, which means that my proc in 2 was my first proc. All right? And the reason we know that is because if I had procced in 1, then the proc in 2 would be ignored. All right? So I did not proc in round 1. I procced in 2. I got the benefit for 2 and 3, which means I also got my obliterator to fire off. Where is that? Right there, 900,000. But I continue to burn. And my Ash Tyler is working. Let's look at round 4, where I am not burning, but he is. Round 5, I go back to burning. He's still burning here. But now I've got my obliterator up to 1.1. Even my energy's up to 230,000. So, yeah, that's looking good. Let's go down to the later rounds. Round 6, I think I get an obliterator. No, it's round 7.
Wait, so if Giorgio procs 2 rounds in a row, you don't get the effect in the 3rd round?
That's correct. Your second proc is ignored. So if she procs in 1, all right, and she procs in 2, then your proc in round 2 is ignored. You get your burning for 1 and 2, and then in 3, you're back to non-burning status. Yeah, any officers like that. Any officer that procs in multiple rounds or procs for multiple rounds, if they proc again during a round in which they're already active, that proc is ignored. Okay?
So that means then the way like Nero's works, he can really only proc once every 3 rounds.
The way who is?
Nero?
Well, no. See, that's why Nero blows, okay, in my opinion. Because Nero procs for 2 rounds, okay, but he doesn't proc until halfway through the first round. So that still counts as round 1, all right? So, for example, right here, okay, he can burn for 2 rounds, but the round in which he procs is round 1. So then you get burning in the second round. Now, if he procs again in round 2, that's ignored, okay? And then in round 3, you have no burning, all right? Which means even if he procs again in round 3, it won't be at the beginning of the round, so you've lost your officers, Epic Neo says
That's
he can still.
Saying. Nero's burn is only effective once every 3 rounds, basically. Now.
Yeah, because he's not going to give you an officer proc in 1. He'll give you an officer proc in 2. He cannot give you an officer proc in 3. So, I mean, arguably, if you had 100% proc rate, then it's still every other round that you get an officer proc, technically. You see what I'm saying? But he's not going to proc 100% of the time. So, I mean, but yeah,
I did not know that about the procs.
Yeah, that's why GG is so amazing, because she procs at the beginning of the round, so she'll actually give you 2 rounds of burning instead of Nero, who gives you technically 1 round of burning for the purposes of officers, but 2 rounds of burning for the purposes of the 1%. Okay. Now,
I wish Burnham was better. I mean, they made the auger faster, but unfortunately, that's a worse crew than you.
So Burnham, I don't think she You know, here's the funny thing about Burnham. So right here, she's got double-sided synergy, and you can see what she did to a shield. Hey, Wardon, just for giggles, if you're still listening, and I truly do mean this for science. Let's compare these two crews. You ran Burnham with full synergy, okay, with Ash and Gigi on the side. If you would replace Burnham with Yuki.
Oh, you're going to get obliterated.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
okay,
that's what I'm saying. Don't even use synergy, Wardod. Just put Yuki right here. Keep Gigi and Ash, and let's demonstrate the difference. Okay, let's demonstrate the difference. And I truly mean this for science. Don't F with your lower decks. Don't F with your crews. Don't bring different ships. All right, let's do this true control style. Okay, I'm coming up. I'll be there in 90 seconds. Just do Yuki in place of Burnham. Leave Gigi and Ash on the sides, and I bet you mop the floor with me. I bet you tear it up. Because yeah, to your point, Wham, Burnham just isn't there. Not until, well, we've talked about it. Not until she gets to like tier 4, tier 5. You know, and if we look,
I just wish she was better.
This 55%, isn't that a tier? That might be a tier 2. No, I think that's a tier 1. That's a tier 1 Burnham. I think. Let me look at mine. Pretty sure that might be a tier 2. I don't remember now. Where's Burnham? All right, Burnham. I've got the tier 2, and mine is so that's a tier 2 at 55%. Now, if you remember, she gets to like 400-600% at tier 5. I'm sure that she will be better one day, Wham. But right now, as you guys saw here, the shield strip is next to nothing. It's very, very little. Very, very little. All right.
In this fight, I might actually be curious if Sharv overcomes Yuki. I mean, Yuki, you get double effect, but you know.
Well, I'm not running Char. I put Khan up there instead because again, I'm not trying to dilute the attack of Ash Tyler. But oh my God, I got him. Well, obviously he hit me a lot harder. Hang on. I'm getting the heck out of there.
I had you on pause.
I'm getting out of there, Wardon, so you don't get my power destroyed. I'm kidding. That was mean. I'll come back. We'll try another one here. If you want to do one more, if you feel like now here, look at this. Look how much more shield it got. All right. Now this is purely right here. This is Khan, obviously for one, but also the differences in our Ash. Okay. Plus, he said, and he told me in the chat. That he did not mess with his lower deck. So there's probably a high degree of likelihood that he's not stacked for attack. So his Ash Tyler's not getting a whole lot of love there. All right, so let's try one more, Wardon, and I'll come back. And again, yes, there's one extra element here, as Wham just mentioned and Adam mentioned in the YouTube chat. Let's take
I guarantee his lower deck is he's not winning. I mean, attack is highly important for Ash Tyler.
Oh, yeah. So let's take Ash Tyler off, Wardon. Let's take Ash Tyler off, add in Charvanik. Okay? And if you would, I see you in the YouTube chat. Give me a little bit of an idea what you are crewed for. I mean, you don't have to show a screenshot if you don't want, but I'd like to see what you are crewed for down there. Show me, like, are you set up for health? You set up for defense? What do you got down there? I'm going to repair, and then I'm going to send the exact same crew back. And Charvanik will be the game changer here. Absolutely. All right, headed back, 90 seconds.
Well, I'd be willing to bet if you even put Marcus with Yuki, it would be enough for you, too, just because he's higher.
Maybe.
Give him that extra synergy for her shield reduction.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, put Char in place of Tyler. That's good. Yuki, Char, and GG and stack health. He's probably not going to mess with his lower deck because that lower deck is probably crewed for something else. But there's definitely, I mean, if it wasn't attack, then he's either got it crewed for defense or health. So we shall see here in just a second. And we'll be able to tell pretty quickly if he's got health or defense under there. Yes.
Have you ever played with the anti-burning crews?
Not very
officers?
much. No, not very much.
I know you don't like the specific officers.
I do have a little bit of issue with like very specific. I don't like super specific build sets. You know what I'm saying? Like okay, just for fun, I gotta come up here and try to interfere in this. You gotta help my teammate. Oh, I got you, son! I got him, dude. My auger. I know you guys say you don't like auger. Even Wardod, even you say you don't like the auger. Man, I'm here to tell you, I freaking love my auger, man. My auger is so yummy. I do. I mean, it's like super delicious yummy.
What crew was he running?
Let's check it out. Well, he was running Enterprise Killer. All right, so TOS and Marcus. So obviously, I had an advantage there because he didn't have the mitigation set up for me. But I'm telling you, man, I love my auger. Adam says it's the Max Tyler. It may be.
It is because I couldn't kill him with that same crew.
Man, I said this during the last one. I said Ash Tyler's the bomb diggity. I said it. I preached it. I said, go get Ash Tyler maxed. Some people didn't listen. Not that you have to listen. I'm just saying, like, that it's working out pretty damn good for me. Okay? I freaking love my auger. Like, it's stupid how good it is. What's up, Snake Eyes? Snake Eyes going back to close down the bar. Hey, you should steal a lemon. Steal a lemon and then come in here and voice, and we'll eat lemons together. Nah, that'd be fun. All right, Wardot, I'm coming back. Be nice.
I mean, you could have beat him too if his Enterprise wasn't stacked for defense either for Marcus too.
Do our lemon shots.
But I bet it was. That was his PvP crew. He uses that primarily. So I would be willing to bet that probably. I mean, I'm sure Wardod. Surely that was like your normal ship thing, right? Didn't you have that thing stacked for defense? I mean, look, you'll notice he didn't lose his shield. You know, so I mean, it was up there, and I'm sure he was using defense because he's using TOS up here. So I mean, that feeds off defense. Of course, so does Marcus. I bet he was. Stacked for defense there. Man, that's just God. So yummy. So yummy. All right, I'm coming back, Wardon. But this is what I'm talking about here. So if he comes out and he's got a Charbonnet, it ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter. Charbonnet is gonna end this. Okay, Charbonnet is gonna be like, listen here, I'm gonna rip the tongue out of your mouth and use it to lick my boot. That's what Charbonnet is gonna say because she copied it from Tilly. She's not very creative. All right, Wardon, I'm here. I'm coming up in 40 seconds from your base. And I hope you're running Yuki, Char, and GG. Yuki, Char, and GG. Don't change your lower deck. We're just comparing the top, okay? I hope you didn't change anything down bottom. So, that's what we got. We got Yuki, Char, and GG. We are 10, 8, 7, 6, 5. We are getting close to D-Day. Here it is. And ladies and gentlemen, it's all over. Look at that. Wore me out. Okay? GG is the game changer here. Just like Marcus is for Explorers, GG is to Augers. And that is no small GG, which proves to me that this deck slot was 100% stacked for health. Okay? Because that ain't no joke. Like, that is beast mode. All right? And by the way, Wardon, if you had the opportunity to run this crew, I mean, you saw what I just did to your Enterprise, but now you can see what this does to my Auger, okay? Like, the Auger is a super amazing ship. You say you don't use it a heck of a lot, but I'm telling you, like, dang, Dag nabbit. Okay? And yes, that's Char. Okay? It's Char mostly. But GG ain't hurting nothing because she's burning. She's getting the obliterator. That's, building a cumulative. If we go down here, look, 5 rounds. So you're right, Adam. GG probably wasn't a heck of a lot of it in this particular battle. He ended it too quickly, and that was Charvanek. Okay? Now, if I came back and I hit him with Char, it's going to last a lot longer, and GG is going to play a factor. But, yeah, Charvanek put it on me. Tabby Moses says, go get another beer. Okay. Hang on. Time to go get another beer. Taking headphones off. I'll take you with me, though. Walking to the fridge. There we go. It's very echoey in here. There we go. Oh, my gosh. I haven't had this much beer at one time in, 4 years. I'm kidding. That's probably not true. When did I drink this much beer last? Okay. Ambulance is going to feed the horses. I'm drinking beer. Worst idea this year? What's the worst idea this year? Okay. All right. Neo says, Ward on. He wants to run another test. Ward on, if you're cool. He wants you to replace GG with Nero. Leave Yuki and Marcus. All right. Did I not warp out? Oh no, you already killed me. That banner was just stuck. All right. Repair. I'm coming back. And then we can stop Ward on because I know you're trying to hunt. And this is probably boring for you, but at least you're getting a couple of kills back. Oh, worst idea is me getting more beer? No, it's a great idea. It's all good. Oh, another Battle Pass overflow milestone. I need to keep clicking them helps. Hey, by the way, yes, Scopely, I do, in fact, have to individually click my helps, because if I click them as a group, I only get one, despite what you say. I have tested it for the entire year that you've been running this Unity event. Never works. Just saying. All right, Wardon.
It does work. It's just delayed.
Wardon, put on Yuki as captain. Charvanek on the side and Nero on the side. Chronic. What? Nero, Vehement, and Libis. Why? What? Nah, son. Nah. You're going to have to explain that one to me before I do that one.
DJ, when you do a bunch of helps, you get the credit for one right off the bat, but it takes about 30 seconds, and then you get the credit for the rest of them.
We'll test it out here in a minute. That's not typically been my experience, unless it's very, unless it's... Look, by the way, look, Ring Around the Rosie. This is why Big Country asked for the song, Ring Around the Rosie. Meanwhile, Wardod's over here to attack me, but meanwhile, we're attacking from 17 yards apart. All right, and of course, he wore me out because of Char. But, did he do more damage? It's pretty damn close. Oh, no, Nero did a little bit better. Well, and again, that's probably because... Okay, $5 says the Nero battle lasted longer. Anybody want to take me up on that? I bet this one lasted longer. Let's see. Nope, all right, I'm wrong. See, you should have taken me up on it. 4 rounds. I didn't have enough time. Why did it only go 4 rounds? Maybe he got good procs. There's no reason for it to have only gone 4 rounds. Yeah, Char is really, really that good. Char is good. Char is good. Anyway, all right, Wardod. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for being a good sport. All right. Let's see what else we got to do tonight. Yeah, it could have been crits, too. Absolutely. Could have been. You know what I haven't done yet? Let's try this first.
Just out of curiosity, are y'all feeling the refined ISO bottleneck?
Am I what now?
Refined ISO, like I just can't get enough refined ISO. I can only do like an upgrade every 2 days for research.
You mean that you're not mining enough? Is that what you're saying?
No, I turn in as soon as it's available, I refine my ISO. I just don't get enough refined ISO.
You don't get enough refined isogen for what?
The research.
Oh, listen, I stack mine up. I don't know. I don't do research all the time. I stack mine up. So I'm not the right person to ask. I wait for research events. And then, like, not research leaderboards, but I wait for research milestones, like especially the 25,000 one. So, like, I don't do research. You guys may have noticed. That's why I'm holding this one. I haven't claimed it because I'm waiting for a research event because I don't do research every single day. So I'm waiting for a research event. Right now, if I was looking, let me see if I can get in without claiming that one. Hopefully, yeah, ISO definitely has a bottleneck. I don't disagree. But let's see. Yeah. So I've accumulated 300,000 ISO, and that's probably been 2 weeks, maybe 2.5, maybe 3 weeks since I've done my last research event. And I save it because if I'm going to speed research, I try to get paid for it. So that's all. But yeah, no, I don't think you probably could do a single research every single day. I mean, that's probably a lot, especially since the refined isogen requirements get higher as you go along. Oh boy, I have to work tomorrow too. Okay, so we got 3 helps in here. Let's look at my Unity event very quickly. I got 49. So I'm going to click the help all button. I now have 50 and still have 50, and we'll wait and come back in 30 seconds like Stevens Aaron says. Has it been 30 seconds yet?
That was the Dark Lord that said
Oh,
that.
hey, Dark Lord. Nope, still 50.
I'm telling you, it will count.
Okay. Maybe I've never been patient enough to wait 30 seconds, but still 50.
Well, mine count anyways.
All right, somebody else just sent me a help. All right, that didn't trigger. Still, oh, that's gross. Still 50. All right, I need to wait for somebody else to damage something. All right, Neo, I'm going to test your theory, too. He says, listen, next time you hit helps, it'll go back and count the previous helps. We shall see.
Yeah, it does that, too.
So the helps aren't working right since this patch because my big account, I got all 50, and the little account didn't get anything until after my big account got done. So, and they're both in the same alliance, so I don't know why that's happening either.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, Big, go kill one of my alliance mates so I can click the help button. I'm kidding. Don't do that. That's inappropriate of me. Don't kill my team. Silliness.
Is that you or the drunk you saying that?
Is it me or the what? That is
drunk you.
That is that is absolutely the Coors Light. The 4th or 5th one. Try going inside and clicking on Unity. Okay. By the way, it's still 50. All right, now I'm inside it. Still 50. All right, I'm gonna come back out. Let's kill something. I need to get another help here. As soon as I get another help, then we're gonna test it and see if it goes back and counts the others. By the way, $1 says it doesn't because I've done this before. Okay, there it is. All right, so let's click it. Just clicked it, and my toast banner. Waiting on the toast. Now, of course, it says +3. You know what? You're full of crap, banner. You're full of crap because it doesn't always do that. Fine, whatever. It doesn't always do that.
Mine always does.
Neo says it always works. I'm telling you, I have seen it not work.
Are you normally drunk?
What? Ew, that was gross. Ew.
I said, are you normally drunk when it doesn't work?
No, I'm never drunk, dude. I don't drink, like, ever. I'm drinking the same case of beer that my wife bought me for the Super Bowl party we hosted at my house. I don't ever drink. Like, ever. Neo says it's always delayed by 1, like the ship XP thing. Oh, my God. That actually makes more sense, Neo. Not that it's just going to automatically catch up, but it's that it's reflecting the points from the previous press. That actually makes sense to me. Because that's when I test it. I'm clicking 1 at a time versus clicking 3. That's what it is. You're so smart. You're so smart. Neo, you're one of my favorites. You know that?
That's almost correct. But when you just press 1, it does count just the 1.
But not until the next press.
No, when you do the very first one, it counts the very first one.
Probably because I was individually pressing them the first time. If I hit 3 helps and then 5 helps, I bet you Neo's right. I bet. We'll test it here in a minute. Okay, here's 2 helps.
It registers the first help that's activated in the help all system, but all the ones that are activated after that are invisible until you do another one, and then it shows those previous times.
They're invisible. All right, well, that theory also makes sense. Tabby Moza, don't be offended. I didn't say he was my individual, like, king of all favorites. I said he's one of my favorites. Tabby Moza, you're also one of my favorites. You are all my favorites. As a matter of fact, everybody who listens to the show is my favorite. Because the people who don't listen to the show, they have 2 problems. 1, they're not my favorites. 2, most of the time that means they're not as good of players. And that means they whine about things that they shouldn't whine about. That happens. It's a real thing. It's called lack of DJ-nitis. Lack of DJ-nitis? Lack of awareness? No, I need to come up with a good name for the disease that is not listening to this show. Big Country, help me out. Get creative. Yes. Get creative. We need to name the disease that is not listening to this show. What should we call it? Tabby Moza. You can't listen to this show while you're laying in the bed. As a matter of fact, the other night, Big Country called. Big Country sends me a message the other night. He's like, yo, man, listen, I'm only gonna read you a small part because obviously I'm not gonna talk about what we talked about. But he sends me this message the other night, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this actually sounds serious. Like, so here's me trying to get information out of Big Country the other night. He says, hey man, you got time to talk tonight? And I said, hey buddy, and this was like a couple hours later. I said, hey buddy, just saw this. I'm sorry. I can text. I can't talk. He said, oh, no worries. This is going to be a lot. Now listen, has your friend or like even like your significant other ever said the following words? Listen, I need to make sure that this comes out okay. So we really probably should talk in voice and not text. Well, now he said, it can wait though. It's not a big deal. It can wait. And I'm thinking, oh my God, something's really wrong here. Because that's what you think. That's what you think when somebody says, ooh, I need to make sure this comes out right. You know what I'm saying? Right, Big? You had me stressed out the other night. So then I said, okay, buddy, is everything okay? And you said, and he doesn't answer the question. I say, is everything okay? He says, we can talk later. Big, I could have swore, like.
No, I thought I said we're good. Everything was fine. No worries.
No, you didn't. You didn't. You said, we can talk later. And I'm thinking, mother
Let me go
F.
back and look at this.
I'm reading it. I'm looking right at the screen right now. We can talk later. So then, then I'm trying to
and look, this is the problem with text because there's no body of contact.
So then I'm like,
you're reading as in we can talk later, and
yeah, like you didn't answer the question,
listen, man,
like no, not everything's not all right. Listen, DJ, everything's not all right. We have to talk. We have to talk, and we have to do it in voice. We have to do it.
Yes,
voice. So he says, yeah, we can talk later. And then I'm thinking, oh, man, something's wrong. And listen, in all fairness, I thought something could be wrong because I've said it. You guys know our teams are warring right now. Okay? So I thought maybe something could be wrong. Maybe somebody said something terrible. Maybe somebody threatened someone in real life or something ridiculous. Because, listen, that happens, right? We got immature. Listen, we have. I probably shouldn't say this. This is drunk DJ talking. Both teams have people that have taken this across the line of acceptable. I don't think that's inappropriate to say. I beg you, maybe you disagree. I think both teams have had at least one incident of somebody saying something that should never have been said. Right? So then that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, oh my God, somebody's done something stupid. So then I say, well, give me some context. I said, is it about the war? Is it about the show? Like, is it about you and me? You know? I said, if it's about the show or if it's about you and me, then that's more important than the war. I even said, so then he writes back and he says, the show. And I'm like, oh man, something's happened to the show. Something's wrong. Somebody said something. Somebody's filed a complaint, whatever. And I said, man, hell, I wasn't going to get out of bed if it was the war. If it was the war, I was going to be like, piss on it. We'll take care of it tomorrow. But if it's about us or the show, I better take care of it. He says. So then he says, it's not important. It's not important. So whenever, but I'll be on at 2 a.m. in case you decide to get up, or tomorrow.
Well, I didn't know. Sometimes you get on later.
I do get on late sometimes. I said, so then, see, I'm trying to drag information out of him, okay? I'm trying to beat him with a club. And I said, okay, unless it's something bad that I need to know, like tonight, like right now, like, you're leaving the show or you're quitting the game or something crazy, then I'm probably not going to get out of bed. So I said, are we good? And he said, you don't need to get out of bed. This to me, Big, is like you say I don't need to get out of bed, but you actually really wanted me to get out of bed. You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem. That's why, to me, I was like, can't talk in text because it never comes across right. People always take things in text because there's no body.
I hate text, man. Yeah. It's like you're right. Steven Zarin is back in the main chat, and he's like, it's like when your wife says everything is all right, then everything is not all right. Not all right, right? Yeah. It's exactly the same thing. All right. So
did you add a happy face emoji?
He did add a happy face. If you had added a
happy face emoji, you'd have been good.
That's good. Yeah.
He did ultimately end up adding a happy face emoji, but that was way into this conversation. And obviously, I was already my blood pressure was already up at that point. Who's targeting me? Who's coming? Who coming at me? Who is it?
It's not me. I'm being respectful.
Oh, who is? Come on. What? IJ? Why are you targeting me? We're not even fighting, man. Let's see. Ooh. See? Oh, no, you warped. Wait, what just happened? Jonathan, did you kill him?
Were you idle?
Well, I mean, I guess I was technically idle. So he was targeting me. Did Jonathan kill him? Oh, Jonathan must have killed him. Now they're both gone. I wish I could have seen what actually just happened. Happened. I didn't get to see it.
Oh, it's probably over. Is over.
But it wasn't over. It was just my guard ship. I need to come back. I need to finish this.
No, it was your Franklin.
No, it wasn't my
Your
Franklin. My
still
Franklin.
there.
No, my Franklin was already dead. It was my Enterprise. He targeted me, but then he disappeared. I think Jonathan Ingram got him.
Go look at your battle log.
I didn't get hit. I died on a swarm.
Oh, okay.
Like, he targeted me, but then I think somebody else targeted him. I don't know what just happened.
Nah, he might have just been like just hitting you. Or just targeting, but not really going after you.
IJ. Is IJ listening in chat? Sometimes he is. Oh, there he is. IJ is in chat. Hey, come in voice. Come in voice. I want to show off your southern accent. Hey, everybody. I want to introduce
Don't make fun of my southern drawl.
I'm not. Listen, I want to introduce my friend. I know he says that all the time. He
You
said
ain't got a southern drawl like I got. I don't want to hear that.
he says that people make fun of him. Listen, I'm from the country. Listen, okay? You know, you're from. Can I say where you're from? I won't get specific. Just your state. Can I say where you're from?
Georgia.
No. Oh, this is not IJ. Who is this?
This is Venom.
Oh, wow, Venom. Oh, damn it, Wardon.
I'm from the South. I'm from the South down here, Augusta, Georgia. We say it Georgia.
Georgia. Hey, what's up, Venom? So IJ, are you gonna come into voice? I would like to introduce my friend Irish Jack. Irish Jack is from the great state of Tennessee, but the home of moonshine and Dolly Parton, and I enjoy thoroughly listening to him talk. As a matter of fact, I love going to Tennessee. Tennessee is one of my favorite places to go. We love the Smoky Mountains. We love Dolly Parton. We love like Dollywood and Splash Country. Like, we love every freaking thing about Gatlinburg. Gatlinburg is literally one of my most favorite places to be. I love going there.
I'm from Tennessee too.
So if you live in Tennessee, do you still enjoy like Gatlinburg? Like, people who live at the beach, like if they've lived at the beach their whole life, like they don't like the beach, right?
So I live near Nashville. So we go to Gatlinburg every fall. We go once a year. We like it.
You only go once a year? Dude, I live way farther away than that, and I go like 4 or 5. I didn't get to go this past summer, obviously. But like every year that we go, we usually buy season tickets to like 5 different things there. Like, honestly, God, we buy season tickets to Ripley's Aquarium. We buy season tickets to Dollywood and Splash Country. We buy season tickets to Wonderworks. It's not Wonderworks. It is Wonderworks, right? I think it is Wonderworks. The Upside Down Museum. We buy season passes there.
That's what it's called.
We have a favorite pancake house that we go to. All right. Like, man, we go. We love it. Like, I spend.
How long does it take you to get to Gatlinburg?
I guess depending on traffic, maybe like 3 to 4 hours.
So you're actually closer to Gatlinburg than I am.
Really? I wouldn't have expected.
Yeah, I'm an hour south of Nashville. It takes me 5 hours.
Oh,
5 hours.
Nashville. Okay, you know what? I was thinking Knoxville. Because, see, we also, like, we don't go to the zoo as much, but, like at least once a year, we'll go to the Knoxville Zoo, too.
An hour south of Nashville would be what? Greenville?
Columbia.
Oh, you're in Columbia? I'm in Augusta. I was just in Columbia this morning.
See, and you know another state that I really love, truthfully? I love South Carolina. I don't know why. I love South Carolina. I love everything about South Carolina. When I'm in South Carolina, it just
Myrtle Beach, baby.
Actually, no, I hate Myrtle Beach. Ironically, I hate Myrtle Beach. I don't like Myrtle Beach at all. But I do love like driving through South Carolina. Driving through South Carolina, I don't know. There's something about it that's really beautiful. It even smells different. Like, it smells clean. I don't know. That sounds really weird, okay? But, like, when I'm there, like, it doesn't smell. I don't know. Come on. Somebody has to know what I'm talking about. Like, it smells like good, clean, pure countryside. Is that weird? I don't know. I love South Carolina. I love everything about it. You know what I love? I think what helps me love South Carolina is Hilton Head Island. All right, that's another. I love Hilton Head Island. We go to Hilton Head Island every single year, at least once. I love Hilton Head. Yeah, Myrtle Beach is. I don't know. I'm not into Myrtle Beach.
If you want less crowds but cleaner beaches and less packness, away from all the drama of Myrtle Beach, then go to Edisto Beach.
Now, I've actually heard that that's nice. I've heard that that's a good place to go. But my experience at Myrtle Beach, we went one time. Of course, we went to South Myrtle, okay, because, that had all the attractions and everything that my kids wanted to do, all right? But it was a terrible experience. My kids had fun. My kids had a good time, but the hotel was trashy. We stayed at a place that was very, very close to, and I don't remember the name of the park, but there was actually a really cool water park right on the beach, and by staying at this particular hotel, we got a week's worth of passes to go to this water park. All right. Now, do I go to the beach to go to a water park? No, I don't. But my kids loved it. All right. So, me and my wife have often discussed that the Myrtle Beach vacation that we took one time in our lives was the most stressful, the least relaxing, like the most terrible vacation that me and my wife have ever been on. The kids loved it, but it was not a vacation for me and my wife. Like, not at all. Like, let me tell you something about Gatlinburg, Tennessee. In Gatlinburg, Tennessee, my kids have literally been raised there, so to speak. Like, we spent our summers there. So at Dollywood Splash Country, all right. And by the way, my kids have been doing this for probably 4 or 5 years. Doesn't make me an irresponsible parent? Maybe. I'll let you be the judge. But since my kids, Landon and Noah, who are 13 and 14 years of age now, since they were probably, I bet you, 7 and 8 years old, we let them go in Splash Country, unattended, wherever they want to go. Like, that is just how that place is. Now, I'm not saying that there's not creepers, but I'm saying that the park itself has ridiculous security. Did you know that you're not allowed to leave that park without either showing your ticket or your season pass to make sure that you're with your family? Like, kids cannot leave that park without being with their parents. The security there is great. There's lifeguards at every turn. There's park personnel everywhere. All right. And listen, I'm not saying we let them go carte blanche. We give them check-in times. Okay. They have to, they check in with us probably once an hour. All right. But we let them do their thing. And now, God, they're big enough. They could just tackle whoever tried to take advantage of them. Landon could literally take out a full-grown man. He could. All you got to do is jump at him. He could take him out. But I guess what I'm saying is we're comfortable enough in a place like that. Like, Splash Country is amazing. And my kids know it like the back of their hand. That's a theme park, folks, that we don't need a map to. We don't need a map to it because we know where everything is in that park. Like, everything. Because we spend our entire summers there. No, we don't let Oliver go. God, he's only 5, Tabby Moser. Don't be ridiculous. But, no, in all seriousness, that's what we let them do, and they do it. They follow the rules, and it's a great place. I don't have to stress out. I don't have to worry. I don't know. I guess parents say that until something happens that makes them want to worry, but I don't know. We feel good. We love being in Gatlinburg. It's a great place. Anyway,
Chuck E. Cheese has that policy, and kids still get stolen.
When was the last time a kid got stolen from Chuck E. Cheese?
2018 is the last time I knew of it, but in Chesapeake, Virginia.
Well, okay, fine. When was the last time before that time that a kid got stolen from Chuck E. Cheese?
Just saying, it happens. They have that policy.
Yeah, no, I know. You're exactly right. And honestly, it's probably irresponsible. My parents actually really discourage that behavior. They're like, I can't believe you let them do that. I'm like, they're big. They're big kids. You know? I mean, 13 and 14 is not like, you know, not adult. I get it. But, you know, I don't know. Maybe that's a terrible thing.
No, they're 13, 14. I mean, it's meant to happen. It's meant to happen. So you can't live your life in fear, right? You can't live your life in fear.
That's freaking dark, man. Listen, if your kids are going to end up on a sex slave market, it's just going to happen, all right? Nothing you can do about it. Yeah, but gosh, you know, now that actually makes me frightened. But nonetheless, you know, they do their thing. And they're responsible. They honor the check-in times. We've always been very, very serious about that. So, that's good. But my point is, we love Tennessee. Hey, IJ, we love Tennessee. We love coming out there. Listen, next time I'm out there, you're going to have to show me. You're going to have to take me to a better pancake place than the one that I go to. And I don't even remember the name of the place. I'm not going to lie. If you're in, oh, excuse me. It's gross. If you're going through Sevierville, before you get to the end of the Sevierville Strip, like before you like go into the woods, like to go through the tunnel to go into Gatlinburg, so like right at the end of like everything, if you're like facing, like if you're driving towards Gatlinburg, there is this tiny little single owner, like family owned little red restaurant that sits on the left. We've been eating there for probably 10 years. And the guy who owns it is like just a single restaurateur. He's got like 2 or 3 servers that work with him. And he only opens for breakfast. Like he's done with his day by noon. And I'm telling you, now Gatlinburg has a lot of things. Okay, like they have a lot of old-timey photo booths, right? They got a ton of those. There's like 100 of them, okay? They have a lot of places that do moonshine. Okay, although there's arguably like the best one is the Smoky Mountain Moonshine Company. Okay, but they got a lot of that, and the third thing that they have the most of are pancake restaurants. Okay, like they got a ton of pancake restaurants, but this one I'm pretty sure is like my absolute favorite. And I don't know.
That's the best one I've ever been to there. I know exactly which one you're talking about.
You know, it's the one. It's right next to like a little rundown hotel with like a big bear outside of it, right? I'm pretty sure the hotel might even be condemned. Like, I don't think it's open. But there's a little tiny red, maybe a single wide trailer, or you know what I'm saying? Just like a little tiny building right there. And it seats like what? 25 people. Like there's maybe 10
barely.
There's like 10, maybe 12 tables in there. But I'm telling you what, that place is the bomb. I don't even remember its name. Terrible of me. I don't remember its name, but we know where it is, and we go there every time we're in town. The owner recognizes us. We used to go so much. Now, we've been gone for a year. I don't know if he'd remember us now, but we used to go so much. The owner would be like, you know, welcome back. Come on in. I mean, and he was like, not only was he the cook, he was like the hoster, right? He would seat you. He checked us out. Like, he was 100% involved in everything. Super swell guy.
I guarantee you he would remember you if you went back.
I guarantee you would, too. Super swell guy.
You know, when I go for Gatlinburg, those log cabin cast iron outlet stores, man.
Yes. Yeah.
I love those places.
So if you go into Gatlinburg, all the way at the end of the Gatlinburg Strip is and I'm not going to remember the name of this either, but it's a cast iron breakfast hut. Okay? Like everything that they serve comes out to you in cast iron pans. Like if you order pancakes and biscuits and gravy and hash browns and grits, okay? They come out. That's it. Is it Crockett's? I think you might be. No, that's not right. That might be it. Is it? I'm going to click that link and see. That may be it, all right? But it's all the way at the very end of the strip on the right, and everything that they serve you comes out in a cast iron skillet. I think that's it, man. That's totally it.
I get sucked into the S seat on TV stores, and I can waste a half a day in all of those.
Heck yeah, man. Absolutely. That's it. Crockett's Breakfast Camp. That's it, man. Thank you for posting that link. That place serves everything to you in a cast iron skillet, which means that you can taste everything that's been cooked in it for the last 25 years.
Have you ever ate at the Dolly Parton hotel?
So at the hotel or Dolly Stampede?
The hotel.
No.
The restaurant below the hotel or in the hotel.
No, honest to God, I've never actually stayed in her hotel because it's really expensive. It's very expensive.
I stayed there a week, but the food they serve you enough to feed 5 people. It's ridiculous.
Everything in Gatlinburg is that way, man. Like, it's ridiculous. Everything in Gatlinburg is enough to feed an army. But yeah. Hey, listen. Hey, Gatlinburg. Hey, visit Gatlinburg.com. We'll be sending you a bill for this 2-hour infomercial.
It is a great place.
It's a great place. Listen, I don't care if you're in the United States, okay? And heck, even if you're abroad, I'm not saying that Gatlinburg, Tennessee is like the ultimate vacation destination. It's very old country. And if you like that kind of thing, like okay, so I say that I've never stayed in Dolly's hotel because it's too expensive. And I haven't. Okay, I've never stayed. I think it's called the Dreammore Resort. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's only like $300 a night for a modest room, so it's not that bad.
I can get a log cabin in the middle of freaking nowhere for $150 a night. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, I like that way more. So again, like if you like the woods, if you like old timey country. I'm telling you, Gatlinburg is probably a place you want to visit at some point in your life. You can come in, you can stay. They've got, how many log cabins do you think are actually in Sevierville and Gatlinburg? It's I bet you
I
there's,
don't know.
I bet you there's thousands. I bet you there's
got
thousands.
to drive everywhere. You can't take the shuttle or just walk right to the park. I mean, there's advantages to being in the hotel.
I know, but man, I love being out in the middle of the woods. I love that. So like I'll try to find a log cabin that's like way out in the middle of nowhere. But being way out in the middle of nowhere is still only like a 10-12 minute drive into town. So I'll take I'll take a cabin up in the middle of nowhere any day. Then
the strip's like 7 miles long, right? So I mean,
Tabby Moses says too much advertising here, DJ. You need a business manager. It's because Snake Eyes isn't here. That's 100% what it is. Snake Eyes is not here to keep me on tap. But no, I'm just hey, we're just BSing and playing online and go kill some hostiles. And I don't even know how that came up. How'd that come up? It's IJ's fault.
COVID's over.
IJ was trying to kill me, and then we started talking about how much we love Tennessee.
I like Tennessee, but there's too many woods out there for me.
There's too many woods? Is that what you said? Yeah, it's a lot of woods.
Meaning that there's too many movies made about people going into the woods and not coming back out.
You know what else lives up in those woods where those cabins are that I like to stay in? And by the way, I've got a ton of photos. I've got a ton of video over the years of bears coming right up on the porch, man. Bears are not scared of nothing up there.
No, they're not. They'll eat right out the trash. They'll eat it out your car if your car's unlocked.
Yes, they will. Bears are not scared of anything because they know nothing's going to happen to them. So they come up and just like, listen. So one of the very first times we ever stayed in a cabin, we were eating on a picnic table out front, and everyone finished up and went inside, and I'm kind of hanging back for a minute, and then I'm thinking, hey, I think we're going to get a drink. But I wasn't in the house. I wasn't in the cabin for like a minute. I come back out, and there's a freaking bear eating my sandwich. Standing there. Didn't take the sandwich and run. Standing on the porch eating my sandwich. This big old huge freaking black bear. So I shut the door. Didn't go out there.
Did you ever swing over from Graceland since you were so close from Gatlinburg?
No.
An hour?
No, never have. No, the only thing we've ever deviated from Gatlinburg, like I said, is going up to the Knoxville Zoo. We've enjoyed that too. So
Graceland's not anywhere close to Gatlinburg.
I don't know.
An hour and a half drive. That's not that bad.
Knoxville's an hour.
Yeah, I mean, we did I went last year. We swung to Nashville, swung over to Graceland, and back up to Dollywood. And that was our vacation.
Graceland's in Memphis.
Yeah, Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah, that's 8 hours away from Gatlinburg.
Oh no, it's not that far.
It's not that far, is it?
Yes, it is. You can get from
Let me
Nashville
Google.
to Detroit quicker than you can get from Memphis to Bristol.
All right, Wham. What kind of crack
I'll
you
Google.
smoking? I didn't think it was that far. IJ is
That's
saying the same thing.
Dartboard.
Yeah, IJ is saying
I
it's
play
pretty.
this game all day, so it could be that long. You know, a drive like that would be like a half an hour for me.
Wham is sitting in the back seat of the car, like he's got his gaming chair that like automatically loads into the back of the car. He's just like, honey, let me know when we're there, and he's grinding in Eve and Star Trek and Candy Crush all at the same time with his 3 monitors in the back seat of the car, and it only feels like an hour and a half. Wham is what it.
But yeah, it's actually quicker to drive from Nashville to Detroit than it is from Memphis to Bristol.
Holy crap! That's a lot. Okay, I'll tell you this. One time, I actually drove from my home overnight. Get this. This is stupid. This was not safe. All right. I worked. My brother was having his bachelor party. Holy crap! Who was that? I just flew right. Oh, okay, that's a Franklin. I was gonna say I just flew right in on top of one of your players. What was I saying? Oh, so my brother's having his bachelor party. Okay, but it's not like it's not like a crazy bachelor party like you would expect. Something kind of crazy, whatever. He decided he wanted to get his friends together and his family. Whoever's gonna be in the bridal party, and we decided to go king salmon fishing on the Muskogee. I know I'm not saying that right. I'm so sorry to Michigan people. Muskogee. We went king salmon fishing on the Muskegon River. All right, which by the way was the most amazing experience. He rented a cabin that was on like this ledge, like this cliff. Muskogee. Sorry, no one. Hey, what's up, no one, Shell? Muskogee, okay? So he gets this huge house, like this cabin, like rental, that is like, it's picturesque, guys. You know how like you look at some weird, God, how do I even describe this? Anyway, it's a huge cliff. A huge ledge. This house is like built on the ledge, okay? And then right behind the house is like a straight cliff rock drop off straight down to the beach at Lake Erie. Okay? So like where we are, we're probably 150, 200 feet above the lake, but like you could spit off the back porch into the lake. Okay? If that's drawing a mental picture for you. So this place was beautiful, amazing, great. We had a wonderful, wonderful time there. The fishing was phenomenal. We actually caught a bunch of fish. We cooked them up. It was great. But that's not the point of my story. The point of my story is this was his bachelor party, and I was struggling to get the time off work. So I agreed to work the Friday so that I could get the Saturday and the Sunday off. Well, Friday I got off at 7 o'clock, and I decided it'd be a great idea to drive from where I was in West Virginia all the way to Lake Erie, or Lake Michigan, or whatever it was. I think it was Lake Erie. Through the night. It was a 10-hour drive. I got there at like 5 o'clock in the morning and drove all the way through the night in my POS little car. And this, by the way, was before I bought my new one, so this car had like 250,000 miles on it when I was driving it to Michigan. That, to sum up, was a long drive, Wham. That was a long-ass drive. Oh, my God. That was a terrible decision, too. I was so tired. I had to stop so many times, get coffee. So sleepy. I'll never do that ever again. Drive overnight somewhere that's like a super long drive like that. This is terrible. After a day at work, this is the most stupid decision ever. Anyway. Clearly, that story resonates with a lot of you guys. So y'all continue. Chronic Break says, I can fly to Europe in 8 hours. Where are you from, Chronic?
Have you done both dinner shows at the Dollywood area?
There's not just two. Let's see. So you got the Lumberjack show is a show, and then you've got the Comedy House or the Laugh House as a dinner show
too, right?
Huh?
Have you done them all? No,
we have not done the.
You got the hillbilly one, the pirates,
We have not done the Hatfields and the McCoys because my wife doesn't think that she would be interested in that. So we've not done the Hatfields and the McCoys, but we've done the Comedy Barn, and we've done. Dang it! And of course we've done Dollywood. We do the Dolly's Stampede now. They had to rename it apparently. Cancel culture got at them, so they renamed themselves. Oh my God.
It's impossible. If you don't do reservations in a week or two in advance, it was impossible to get into those things.
Yeah, they're tough to get into. But no, they're usually really, really good and a lot of fun. Dixie Stampede is one of my favorites. Daggone it. Depression got me. Am I done with my freaking Swarm yet? I've just been mindlessly killing Swarm. Oh my God, who knows how long I've been done? Look, the gift chest has been up there. How long's that been up there? For a long freaking time, apparently. Okay, done with Swarm. Thank you, Depression, for sending me home. Apparently, I would have never stopped killing Swarm. Just would have kept killing the Swarm. So there is.
It's actually, you're doing a good thing for your alliance. I do that to Jag a lot. I'll sit there and just keep killing because it sucks them all there and it keeps them from killing other people.
I wasn't paying attention. Here I am. I'm talking about my vacations and just mindlessly killing reds. Oh, hey, Wham. Wham is killing there too. What's up, Wham? Wham? Yeah. You're wearing a tag.
Yes, I am.
When did that happen?
A few days ago. We had a mutual enemy, so it made sense.
Oh, I see. God, I don't even know. I was telling Big, I have been so absent from the game. What do you think, Big? Probably 2 weeks. Like I said to you, even JB messaged me and was like, "Dude, you good? You around?" Because I haven't been in the game. Like I haven't been in the Discords. I haven't done anything. I feel really lazy. Not lazy, just like I haven't contributed, I haven't done anything. I haven't contributed anything to my team. I feel really, really bad. I mean, I've hunted some, right, Big? I've hunted a little bit here and there, but, I mean, not a heck of a lot. Haven't been on much.
So is that the problem, or is there's nothing in the game to draw you to it?
No, I've been stupid busy in real life. Listen, I would have very much. Look here. Let me show you this. Last event, I finished this event in 3rd place. I just didn't have the time. Not to mention, Burden and Bojack went way deeper. Last time on this leaderboard, 1st place, I think, was Bojack at 2.0 million points. Like right at 2 billion. It was not, this time, they put twice as much into it. I mean, look at Burden's score. That's insane.
Yeah, but the worms, if you're killing worm, honestly, I hate to say it, but you're stupid because the damage is so high, it's not worth it. Not for the rewards anyway. The dill, you'll go through more dill killing that than actually what you receive. What's the point?
I don't know about your bracket. My bracket was all right, man. I was not spending so in the last event, I got 3rd place. I can tell you, I didn't spend 60 million dill in repairs. But not to mention too, and obviously this arc is over now, but this particular event, yes, I would agree that killing worms in most of the open systems, probably not really worth it, especially for the time. But for me, and maybe it was just because of my specific ops bracket, but the worms and Malton were actually okay. I could get probably 50 to 60 million points off one hole.
I was hoping they were making that intentional so that when they bring out a new ship, that it could kill those worms easily, kind of like a Franklin.
Yeah.
Kind of the reverse order that they did everything else.
Yeah.
Make you think they're really hard. This is a waste of time, and then all of a sudden the ship comes out and you kill them like nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked these rewards. I especially liked the gas, and then the G4 stuff was really, really nice. But as you can see, even this time, I only got 8th place. But I'll tell you this: I didn't put in nearly the time, and I got 40 million dills. So, no, I probably spent more than that in trite for sure. Okay, definitely didn't spend more than that in dill, and this would have been worth it anyway. All this G4 and G3 stuff.
I thought you said you stopped killing Swarm.
I did stop killing Swarm. Why did I go back?
Okay.
Did I
Well, you said
accidentally
you
fly
saw me.
back? Oh, yeah, well, I'm still in the system.
Daily. Like,
Yeah, no, I'm done. I mean, I have noticed this, Wham. Since territories, I forget that all the other systems are open. Big, do you do that? Do you send a ship to a system and kind of forget that you can see inside it? Because I definitely do that a lot.
I actually, no, I have not done that.
Okay.
No.
I am so used. I guess just everywhere that I've been lately, I've been doing a lot of deep space.
Maybe it's just because I spend so long in deep space and it was no different.
Yeah. I spend so much time up there. I guess I just don't really pay attention to the fact that I can actually go there. Let's see. What was it? There was something that I wanted to go do. I don't remember what it was.
You need to stop being lazy.
What's up, No One Shell? How you doing, man?
All right.
Let's see. Is this all done? Yeah, that's all done. Daily's done for Swarm. Oh,
Dang.
I wanted to do my disco. That's what I wanted.
How about your anomalous phenomena?
Yeah, I got to do it. I'll do it.
That's an easy one.
I always
It's like a 2-minute one.
not even. I usually save it for the very, very last because I know.
I just pour it in, pull somebody in, pour it back to my base, and pour it back, and it's done.
I don't like. You know me, man. I don't like to waste my celium.
just kill like 529s and you're done.
That's exactly right. That's exactly what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go up here to say.
Yep, say's the best one.
I'm going to go to say, and I'm going to kill a couple ships. I'm going to go back home. And we're going to actually warp there because I hate wasting my celium. It drives me bonkers.
Need a higher refine rate.
Venom says, bring back faction hunts the way they were before.
How about you make them combat training style and they're quicker to finish?
How about you do it like Hostile Hunt and give me points for killing the hostile so I can go do it in like 1 or 2 hostiles.
Exactly.
Great. Do it based on
I
damage.
already made that suggestion if it's like combat training.
I'll tell you what though, the way they're doing savage parts for the new officers is the way they should have did Discovery. I really love the way they're doing
can
that.
you answer any of those for me?
Yeah, give me a second. Yes, I agree, Wham. I very, very, very much like the TOS recruit chest. As a matter of fact, I pulled everything I had today for the recruiting leaderboard, which, if I may brag for a moment, I'm going to brag for a moment. Oh, I killed it. I crushed it today. Let me show you
what do you mean that the Discovery is not the same as the TOS one? It is basically the same.
No, because you get them with ticket events, so you get extra savage parts, so you actually get more officers than you did with Discovery. You were kind of choked.
But when we switch to the next arc, we won't keep doing the ticket events for those. Like when we get out of TOS.
Well, just like Anomalous Phenomenon, it'll continue to iterate in different ways, I'm sure.
You're saying it's going to dead end?
We'll have a once a week event like we do with Anomalous Phenomenon.
Yeah, but everyone always is worried about something dead ending, and literally nothing is ever dead ended. I mean, we still get Anomalous Phenomenon. It actually gives us more now than it ever used to give us. So, like, you know, I always take those concerns. With kind of a grain of salt because, you know, Anomalous Phenomena, same thing. We talked about the Disco Refinery. We talked about Spore Drive components. We get more now than we ever got during the arc, you know, so.
Well, you can look at it this way. With the new ticket events, I got, 10,000 Savage parts, right? And where Discovery, if I got 300, I was lucky, right? So.
Yeah.
So if you do those ticket events, you do all 3 every day, they start adding up really quick.
It is a lot. So, yeah, this solo leaderboard officer recruit event, I crushed it today and got my nice payout of my Latinum, which was really what I was after. The Trite was nice, too. This is silly. 50 freaking parts. Come on, that's silly. But I did like the Latinum and the Tritanium. And let me show you, Wham, that how long I've been saving. So I spent 0 Ultras today. 0 premiums. Now, I did go through and do all of my TOS chests. I went ahead and did all of my Discovery chest. Then I came over here and just did the Klingon, which I got all the way, or the Federation, which I got all the way down to nothing, pretty much. And Klingon, I still have 83,000 of those. I had over 350,000 faction recruit tokens to spend today. Now, I've got 80,000 left, which means I guess I spent about 270, 280,000 and handily won the leaderboard today. And I still had, 80,000 of these. I had the premiums if I needed them, but of course the next thing I would have done is come on over here to spend my transporter patterns. I picked up 400,000 transporter patterns today. I'm telling you, folks, if you don't use the method of farming, if you don't use the method of farming the transporter patterns by using the faction recruit chest, you are missing the boat. You're missing the boat. Wham, I was looking at this today, just off transporter patterns, not off recruit packs, but transporter patterns. Kirk, Gorkon, Nero, Shar, Marcus are all maxed, okay? I need a little bit left on Kang, then I'll do Pike, Carol, and Gary, all right? But Khan and Crass are maxed. I've done all that with transporter patterns because I definitely don't buy recruit packs.
I would actually do 6 first because he's the higher stat officer of everything in there. More than Carol or...
Is he better than Gary? I like Gary.
He is. He's just under 5. Him and 5 are the top 2 strength officers.
See,
and Khan.
The reason that I haven't pursued this one heavily is because I don't know where I'm at with probes and stuff. I'm probably good. Maybe I'll do that one next. Heck with it.
He's a crappy officer to use, except for if you're doing a regular Armada, maybe.
Yeah,
but other than that, but his stat bonus under deck, huge. So, I mean, you're basically putting another con underneath. So,
well, then perhaps I should work on that one next.
The only thing I'm missing from Faction Hunt is the officer XP. I'm below 1 million now. That's the first time I've been below 1 million, and I don't know.
Yeah, I've also found myself a little bit low. Although I got a nice bump today from the officer leaderboard. I had less than 1 million, so I picked up 5 million, or roughly, today just doing my solo leaderboard.
How many millions of points was your bracket for your officers? Like, for example, in my bracket, Great Depression had 180. Almost 183 million. So
183,000 maybe?
Million.
There's no way. Like, that's impossible.
I'll show you. Screenshot it.
Yeah. That's not possible. It could have definitely been 180,000 for sure. Yeah, this event only gives 150 points for an epic shard. So, I mean, 180 million. That doesn't seem possible.
I'm talking about, it's the Spock one, right?
Oh, no. Okay, so you're talking about domination. That's the domination Spock auction. I was talking about, like, it's in the daily. It shows up once every 11 days for 6 hours. It's the officer recruit event solo leaderboard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never do that one.
That's the only one of these leaderboards that I do ever do because I can do it easily and cheaply. Well, I can do it free and I can win. It's like one of the only leaderboards that I can actually ever win because not enough people have adopted the way of actually doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it surprises me how many people have not started using their faction credits to farm transporter patterns. And I don't know why. I don't know why people wouldn't do that, because it is absolutely like the number one source of transporter patterns, officer XP, Latinum by winning the event. I got 6,000 Latinum today for free, and I'll do it again in 11 days. You know?
Because they're still trying to get all their epic ships.
I mean, yeah, you're a whole officer ahead of me. I'll have Marcus done here tomorrow, but Sharv, I still need to finish her top tier. So it's working for you.
It is. It works great. You know, and yeah, listen, I get it. If people are working on their epic ships, I understand, but you shouldn't be working on all three. Listen, I'm not doing that, Dark Lord. I'm not doing it with Romulan. I'm doing it only with Klingon and Fed. I am saving my Romulan, you know? As a matter of fact, let me show you. I'm saving my Romulan, and here's proof that I haven't been doing it. I'm saving my Romulan. I'm up to 213,000 faction credits because I'm saving for them ships. Give me that G4, baby. Give it to me. So I'm waiting on. Wham, I actually decided, well, I haven't 100% decided yet, But I told you I was going to wait for the Pylum. I may, now the G4 repair costs have been reduced, I may build a Valdor. I haven't decided for sure to do it.
You're not down.
What?
You're not down.
I'm not down. What are you talking about?
You're not down. Do it. Build a Valdor.
I think I will. Maybe.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
I haven't decided 100% sure yet.
Do it.
The reason that I'm not sure about it is because it uses the same materials as my jelly. And I feel...
it does work this Valdor.
Well, Valdor does look nice.
The problem is, until your jelly gets tier 7, it's basically a paperweight. I mean, everything can kill it pretty much.
Well, I mean,
It's only good for PvE.
I've been using it in PvE. I don't even try in PvP. It's not good at all. And by the time
you slap your head in the face.
Well, by the time I've spent enough on the jelly to make it good in PvP, I probably could have had, a sizable amount of stuff to be able to invest into the Valdor.
Yeah, but your auger right now is still your Sally, right? So.
Oh man, my auger is so beast. Love it.
Yeah.
Oh
so will
man,
an auger, without getting a ISS jelly, will an auger take you to your Valdor? Being able to do everything?
Oh god, I don't see. Yeah, probably could. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you went 42, definitely, because then you get the extra warp and you get the 75 to get to the homeworld systems.
Venom.
That's all you sit.
Venom, what's your ops level? You're saying don't build it. You say it's a waste of resources. Is it a waste of resources? What's your ops level?
Praetor will tell you it's a waste.
State your qualifications, please, sir. Listen, Gregor's told me the same thing. Gregor has told me, he said, listen, wait for the Pylum. But
John says not to build it. The only problem is that Quiet Storm and Charmin have it, and I can't do anything about it because my jelly can't kill the damn thing.
Yeah.
Right? I could 2-hit it with my auger, but that's about it. And that depends on what crew they're using.
That's what I'm saying. It's a pretty powerful ship, even if it's something that I'm not going to take past tier 4 or tier 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's just something that I'm going to, use to carry over, and as soon as I can get the Pylum, I'm just going to abandon the what was it called?
Valdor.
Yeah, thanks.
My Katinga's tier 5.
Well, and you're going to continue to work on it, right?
I'm probably going to try to get it to warp 160. It's going to be my stopping point because there is a system out there that's G4 parts or G4 ship stuff. Drops.
So that's the other reason to build it, is to get to 180.
The warp
right?
rate.
So,
stuff like that, yeah.
Because your jelly has to be what tier? Almost max tier to hit that range.
I think it's tier 10, yeah.
Like, I thought about using the miner for the warp distance. It's easier to go with the actual ship that you can use. And now that they have cheaper repair costs, it makes it more feasible to use them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but once you hit warp 180, it's all open to you, right? No one can hide. So that is an advantage right now.
Well, yeah, and
it's like tier 7 or tier 8.
And if I wanted to go up there to hide, I could. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I wanted to go up there so Big's people couldn't hit me, I'd go up there where only Big's people hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm honestly saving for another G3, G4 auction event.
I could have built it 7 months ago now, almost 7 months, 6.5, and I still haven't done it, and I probably won't.
Hey, Gregor keeps telling me not to. He says just wait.
I want a Coronar.
He says wait. And Gregor's a smart cat, so, I should probably listen to him, but, man, I'm close. I'm close to being able to build it.
If worst case is build your cockroach or your donkey dick and then go to 120 space with it.
We're on the YouTubes. Can't say the D word on the YouTubes.
Okay, donkey
You said the F word twice. Come on, what's wrong with
now,
the D word?
DJ.
I think ass
It's
is
only
allowed.
the first 10 minutes.
Isn't ass allowed on YouTube? I think you can say ass.
F if I know.
Yeah, you can't say that one.
They shake plenty of it on their videos. I don't see why you
I was going to
can't say it.
Well, it's like FCC rules. Some words are okay. Would you believe that, ass is okay, but you can't say the S word, like SHI? Can't say that one. All right?
Well, it used to not be that way until more recently.
Oh, no, it's been that way for 20 years. FCC, yeah, those language rules have been in place since I got into the business. I can say ass, I can say damn, I can say hell, but I can't say sh and I can't say fu.
Hell damn.
Yeah, see, that's legal.
Well, on YouTube, there's when you look at when you publish a video, it'll ask you, did you say this word? Did you say this word? Okay, you can't monetize. You're gonna get less ad revenue if you use this word.
Oh, I've never
or
used
your
it.
content
Well, then
revolves
stop
around
saying
there.
those words. Listen, I forgot all about it. I was supposed to be raising money tonight to get myself a second monitor in my studio.
You still don't have a second monitor?
No.
Use Craigslist.
No, that's what I wanted to do tonight. So listen, go buy stickers, everybody. There's
Just donate to DJ. Have him go get some
oh,
Facebook
why is
Marketplace.
Do you not have
monetization?
an old LCD TV or something that you use?
Why
as
is
second monitor?
monetization turned off? I know I turned that on. God bless
Hey
it.
DJ, guess what? I have 4 monitors.
You know what? Yeah, I wanted to raise money tonight. I wanted $300 for a new 32-inch screen that I can mount on my wall.
You're going all out.
Yeah, well, $300. I mean, that's not that much. $300 for a nice big old monitor. And what I wanted to do with it, I wanted to make it a second display.
Cheap TV.
A second display so that I could stream and still be able to see other stuff. That's what I wanted to be able to do. And
I
here's
agree
the
the
thing.
quality is not as good, but you can go to Walmart and get a 75-inch screen for that much money.
$300, really? Well, then
Yes, yeah. All those Roku TVs, they're less. They're like
I
$8.
love
You can get
Roku
a Vizio
TVs.
for $500.
Listen,
TCLs.
but yeah, my favorite TV out right now, no lie, is TCL. I've got 3.
Oh, they're great. They're great.
They are a great freaking cheap little Korean TV. And
my dad's is 4K, and it was like $180.
yeah, they last
45
forever
inch.
too. I've still got the same TCL that I bought 6 years ago, and it still works great. Love that.
I was kind of hesitant with that brand, but hey, it's nice.
Well, you know how I got introduced to that brand? I accidentally bought it on a Black Friday 5 years ago. It was an accident. I actually meant to buy something different, and I bought that one instead. And it was cheap. I got a 32-inch for $139 that year. And I'm like, oh, TCL, what the heck is this? And then, Walmart said, well, we'll take it back, but, you can't exchange it technically because everything else is now back to regular price. So I was like, heck, I'm going to keep it. It was $139. So I kept it. I'm really glad I did. Now seriously, I look for that. That's the
that
brand.
can be your second monitor.
It's the brand I look
Especially if
for.
you're going to mount it to a wall.
Yeah, so I do. I want to mount it above this screen. So because you guys haven't seen, I don't think I've ever posted a picture of my studio, but on my left-hand side is my Discord screen. On my right-hand side is my audio machine, for the podcast, the audio, sounds, and music and stuff. Then my center screen is for game. Yeah, is game or the Stream Deck or whatever. So what I want I want a fourth screen for when I'm streaming, because see, the center screen doesn't attach to either the left or the right screens because they're actually their own separate machines. So I want a second screen on my streaming machine. That way I can monitor Discord and I can monitor OBS while still being in the game is what I want to be able to do. Oh, sorry.
That's why I like it, but I got 4 monitors to do that. So game on one screen, OBS on one screen, YouTube on the right screen, Discord on the left screen.
That's not totally dissimilar to how I'm going to have mine set up.
But I'm only using one computer, not 4.
Well, I'll only be using 3, so bite me.
Still 3 too many.
No, if you have 3, it can't be 3 too many. That would be
There's
too
too
many.
2 too
One
many.
computer could do
It can't be
everything
3
you
too
need.
many.
One computer could do everything you need.
No, I don't want to tax it like that. I want it to work great. Listen,
Mine
I can
doesn't even get taxed
listen.
whatsoever.
I can be an expert in one thing, or I can be okay at a lot of things. I want to be an expert at one thing.
I'm good at all of it. I said it.
I was not going to comment. As a matter of fact, I was quickly searching my soundboard for crickets. Okay, but I don't have them loaded.
Hey, I'm sorry, my streams look good. They don't lag. I do everything I need on one computer.
Well, I do want to
Just go build a brand new computer, AMD processor, renew the Epics, get a GTX 20 or 30 series, 32 gigs of RAM, an Elgato freaking stream piece, and you'll be golden.
You know what I hear right now? You know what I hear you saying? I'm gonna have an order
Ching,
of
ching,
I'm
ching.
gonna have an order of chicken and broccoli, large size pork fried rice, 2 egg rolls, extra on the fortune cookies, please. And with the fried rice, can you leave the onions out? Leave
I
the
did have
onions out,
Taco
please.
Bell the other day.
All right. Yeah,
Because of
Taco
you.
Bell. Yeah.
Because of you.
Yeah, thank you, Venom. I couldn't remember.
What's
Jack
up,
of all
Noah Show?
Jack of all trades, master of many. No, master of none. Jack of all trades, master of none, I think is how you're supposed to say it. Anyway, whatever. That's what I was thinking.
At least
Anyway,
my internet connection, I can upload a video quick enough.
all right. You know what? Listen, that's coming. It's coming very soon. I'm super excited about it. It's coming very soon.
Yeah, I hope.
Sometime in the next
Starlink satellite.
sometime in the next 6 months, Elon's finally giving
I
me
thought it
internet.
was 3 months.
They said 4 to 6. I think the email said 4 to 6. So, anyway, let's see. Do I have any events left to do? I think I'm pretty much done. So I guess I could start my day.
DJ, can you answer those questions above me?
Oh, yeah.
That you were going to?
I was going to. I got distracted. All right, let's see. Let me find them here. Okay. What the hell? I only see one question. Whatever happened to the idea of way teams? Not gone away. That's still being worked on. All right. We actually talked
We're
about
just
that.
away right now.
Stupid guy. We talked about that probably 2-3 weeks ago. They're still working on it. It's not ready yet. No more banners. Yeah, they know that we hate the banners. For whatever reason, I have no flipping idea why they haven't turned them off yet. Be able to transfer to another server with the same account. Never going to happen. Above level.
Never?
Nah, I didn't say never. But listen, the reason that they don't want to let that happen is because they're worried about server load and they're worried about all the whales congregating in one place and just ruining the gameplay. Like, the biggest thing that they always talk about, no one, tell me if I'm wrong, the number one thing that we hear from ops and developers and designers 100% of the time is quote-unquote player experience. I mean, literally.
That's the problem we have on server 19. There's a lot of people that have single alliances that are not going to ever be a part of no major big alliances. There's a lot of smaller level. The level of alliances don't matter. It's the amount of players that are in these smaller alliances. They're not going to get part of the big picture. They're not going to see territory stuff. They're not going to see the rest of the content of this game. So we have a lot of single players or 5 or 8 man team alliances. And some of us that are single don't even want to be on the server because the trolls in GC are just astronomically insane.
Trust me, I've probably gotten worse than a lot of people.
Yeah, Venom, though, I have to ask you, though, man, like honest to God, do you really think like that this game has been written around the experience for a 5 or an 8 man team? Like, do you really believe that? Like, you say you're a single level, you're a solo player right now. Like, you can't honestly expect that the game is tailored around solo level players when so much of the game is
I know it's
around.
not tailored around solo players. I'm just saying that's just another aspect of the game. It's tailored around alliances with multiple people in them. I understand that. But it should also be carried solo or not. It should also be tailored also around solo players as well, though.
Well, I guess it can be. That's why you got some solo leaderboards and things like that out there. That's why Wham can go and do what he does, with the solo leaderboard, because, Wham wins a lot of the solo leaderboards. I don't know that any more of the game than what is right now should be tailored around alliance-less play. Everything that we've gotten, that's been a major thing, like territory capture or whatever, armadas, for example, that stuff is geared, even Cal, Crucible of War, Apex, all this stuff is geared around having a solid team, So I don't know, man. I think that in this game, the Alliance Guild, it's a pretty significant part. Vita did this a while back. He did this about a year ago. He just absolutely refused to play on a team, Even Vita, stubborn, grumpy, cranky Vita, finally decided to join a team because he recognized he wasn't getting any benefit out of the game without being on the team. So
it's the crystal. That's the reason I would ever want to be a team.
Once he wasn't playing with millions of their lag, and could actually see a system screen without
Well, looking at the ticket, look at the ticket events. Everyone that's Crystal is an alliance help, right? I mean, you have to have at least 2 people to complete that.
Yeah.
So, and Crystal's the best, or the worst commodity in the game, right? So
Yeah.
you have to be an alliance to get it.
So you can create your own solo alliance just to cover that event.
Well, yeah, but who are you going to get the helps from, dude? You can't, a solo alliance, you're not going to
That's
be able
another thing. I mean,
you can't help
me. That's why you contribute to the alliance, to your alliance. If you create your own solo alliance, it's not just a help.
Oh well, you could contribute. That's true, but do you want to contribute to a shell of a team that, like, you know, you aren't going to do anything with? I mean, that's just burning resources. I don't know, man. I see it. I understand why people don't want to be a part of it. Hell, I said the same thing to Big Country here just a few weeks ago. Like, I felt like, honest to God, I felt like I wasn't contributing to my team. I felt like I was kind of being a little bit of a drag on them. You know, this is after they defend my base for a half hour because I got caught, you know, in a work call. You know, and I just felt like, you know, listen, like right now I'm so busy, you know, with work and things like that. I'm not sure if now's the right time for me to be super involved with an alliance. And I thought about, you know, maybe just kind of hiding out and, you know, in a low system for a couple weeks and just trying to do my thing until I could be in the game a little bit more. I ultimately decided against that because anything that I do, anything that I can contribute to my team is helpful to the team. But during my time, and I listen, I know what I'm getting ready to say, and I know what it's going to sound like, okay? But I have given a lot to my team over the last year and a half. It's been almost a year and a half, almost 18 months. But I've given a lot to that team. Right now, yeah, I am kind of freeloading a little bit, but they're helping me out. Okay, I am getting rewards. I'm getting payout for stuff that I really probably don't deserve. All right, because I've been so stupid at work, you know. But they are keeping me going. They are continuing my progression. That they are responsible for keeping me up to speed in the game. And that, I think, is a huge benefit, as long as it's not taken advantage of. My team knows 100%.
Right. That's the benefit.
Yeah, my team knows 100% that I'm not freeloading. My team knows 1,000% I'm not freeloading. But for the last 2-3 weeks, I definitely have been.
I think you were okay being solo until they came out with TC, because once they institute the particles that are only attainable in there, you're almost forced to be in an alliance if you want that minimal progression, right?
Yeah.
And it's not huge that you don't have that tree.
We have a solo guy have a territory. We have a solo guy in our server with a territory.
Well, that's because somebody let him take it.
Well, yeah, and in your server, I mean, Steven's Aaron, that totally makes sense. I mean, you got like 200 players, okay? And Venom. So the reason that I think that this is a challenging conversation to have, and it comes back to the server transfer thing. You can't, like, the best thing that you can hope for is probably a merger. Okay, the best thing that you can hope for is probably a merger because they have expressed, and I don't see them changing position on this. They have expressed that they are not going to allow players to establish players. Really? Are you flipping kidding me? Okay, you know what? We've been lucky. It hasn't crashed for the last hour. Nonetheless, what we have seen is we've seen that they're not allowing players of power to transfer to the servers that they want to go to because they don't want to imbalance the ecosystem of that server. If we took Gregor right now, a level 49, most powerful on his server, okay, and we threw that on server 53. If Gregor was a huge dill hole, that would ruin the quote-unquote player experience of server 53. You see what I'm saying? Imagine if a whole team of whales decided they were going to go crash a brand spanking new server. That would literally destroy the game. It would destroy that server. So I don't see them allowing that to happen, which is why the choice of server for a level 30-plus player, I don't ever see that happening. Like, literally, I don't ever see it happening. I know that that's crappy, But you got to look at why they're not going to let it happen, because it can literally destroy an entire ecosystem. It can destroy an entire game server with 1 or 2 players. As little as 1 or 2 players could literally destroy an entire game server. So I get why they don't do it, you know. Or if they were going to allow it, then it would have to be case-by-case basis. You request to be moved to this server. Here are your reasons why. And if your player profile closely resembles an average player profile on that server, then maybe they grant your request. You know what I'm saying? But that is such an isolated thing. I cannot imagine that they're going to make that available broadly, you know? And I don't blame them, honestly.
But would a whale really want to go to a newer server with the differences in the packs for what they're used to getting to what the packs are on a brand new server?
I'm not saying
Yeah,
that
but I think half the time they don't realize it.
Well, I'm not saying that they wouldn't want to, but I'm not saying that they would want to either. I'm just simply saying that it's a whole level of complicated that Scopely's not going to get into. You know what I'm saying? Because in this case, truly, the simpler option is don't do it. You know? Because, yeah, you do have economy. You do have age. What do you do if you deposit a level 40?
Open a can of worms.
Yeah. What if you deposit a level 42 player on a server that hasn't opened Ascension yet? Okay? Literally, you go... Listen, a 42 on server 15 is arguably not a whale. Wham? Am I way off in saying that? I don't think.
No, there's like 90 of us now above 40, so.
Yeah, a level 42 on server 15 is not necessarily automatically a whale. But now put him on a server that hasn't hit Ascension yet, and he is instantly the king of all things. You know, he's instantly domination. You know.
So you're talking about like a singular thing, though. So dilution is always the solution. If you put a lot of people of that level on a server merge, it should not matter, right?
Ooh,
you're talking about a single one player to all.
I think that's even worse, Wham. I think you take if you take a server like 53 for come on. And you know what? I got to BSing and I forgot to bring my other ships. Who's chasing me? If you put a team of those players on a server, oh yeah, I'm totally gonna die. If you put a team of those players on the server, ooh, am I gonna squeak out? Oh, I got out of there. Whoop whoop. Sorry, buddy. I ran
One
like
of two
a wuss.
things is going to happen. You're going to create a quiet storm, or a fog where they're just going to keep spending money to catch up, or they're going to quit. I understand that, but if you dilute them with putting a lot of players, it would minimize the effect of that caliber on that one server.
Man, I don't know, man. I think all you do is that you make it possible for now a pod. Get it? It's a whale joke.
They can always team up. That can happen, but I mean,
Steven Zarin got it.
Boring.
Steven Zarin got it. Yeah,
if you're like 50 level players, let's say 10 of them, and they just go around killing everybody. I mean, that eventually gets old. DJ.
Yeah, we say it eventually gets old, dude. We say that eventually gets old, but some people do that.
But the thing is if you're doing it to a new server, you're going to discourage those players, and they're like, well, what the heck? And there's a lot of people will give up.
Well, and that's what Scopely says. That's what Scopely says, and no one has heard it. That is the quote unquote the definition of the basis of all things is the player experience. They are not going to do anything that in their mind discourages or reduces the player experience. And and for them, they're tracking that through metrics. As a matter of fact, I was recently made aware of a specific test that they ran, not a test, but a report that they generated based on the completion of daily events, for example. You know? And it's remarkable to me because they don't look at things the same way we do sometimes. They look at everything like data-driven. Like, for example, we go back to when we complained about active mining for data, okay, right? When it first changed and it was super tiny and 6-second nodes, all right? Yet, you know why we never saw change? Somebody tell me why Scopely never changed it. And I guess arguably they kind of did by introducing the hybrid speed systems. But why do you think they never removed active mining?
Because more data was being mined by more players that way than it was before.
Dark Lord, not only was more data being mined by more players, over 100 times more data was mined by literally 100% more players. Like the engagement in Augment Space, they said, literally tripled. Okay.
So I've played a lot of games like Anarchy and World of Warcraft and EverQuest and all them, Eve, all of them. Every game has went through this merger thing. And the best situation always end up to be in is the player chooses to pay to transfer to what server they want. And if the server's too difficult, they can pay to go to a different one, right? Let the player choose, let the player migrate. If all the whales end up on one server, that's good, right? That's not a bad thing, right? Let them do that. Then they'll fight each other.
I mean,
and if you don't like a server, you can pay to move.
From that perspective, hey, let the whales all fight each other. I could maybe get behind that idea, but I also don't see that being a successful model either, because
every other game is doing this, and it's okay.
Every other game has literally 5 gazillion times the size of our player base. This game, remarkably, despite the money that it makes, is an infinitesimal fraction of the size of other games. Like we've often talked about, even Fartasia and I were talking just a day or two ago. There was an article he sent me. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I don't know if I'll remember it. Let me see if I can find it.
I would say there's also a financial reason not to do that.
Here it was.
Because if you have, let's say, 5 whales on a server, that 5th one's spending because he's still staying up there in the top 5. But now you put him on another server where he's maybe 20th, he's not going to be inclined to spend as much because he's not going to be there at the top.
Look here.
Depends on the person.
Look at this article. All right. Fartasia sent me this, and we joked a little bit. You know what? I'm going to see if I can even pop this up into I'm going to pop this up into the stream. So if anybody does, I can't imagine anybody's still watching. But if you are, I'm going to pop this up into the stream real quick if you decide to watch this back. This is what Fartasia sent to me the other day. Now, I want to read this headline. Niantic, who is the publisher for Pokemon Go and the Harry Potter game, okay, banned 1 million player accounts in the year 2020. 1 million player accounts that they banned for cheating. Okay? 1 million Scopely doesn't... If Scopely banned 1 million players, there would be nobody left. Okay? Nobody left. Scopely doesn't have 1 million players. Scopely probably doesn't have 500,000 players, folks. As a matter of fact, we've estimated on this show, and even I said 250,000, and people have said, "Whew, that's way too high." Ripper and Farty seem to think that the numbers are closer to 150 to 175,000, and they're the data guys. They're probably closer than I am. All right, so. Wham, I'm not saying that your theory doesn't work when you've got 5 million players in a single sandbox. All right? But when you have 150,000 players on 100 different servers, I think that has to be handled
all the games I've talked about are not a single sandbox. They all have multiple servers. Some like 50. I mean, World of Warcraft has 11 million players worldwide. I know what you're talking about. But they still have, 50 to 80 servers, right? With all those players spread out. And they allow transfers and fix the problem.
Right, but that means each server has 1 million players. All right, in this case, server 15 has, 1,000? 1,000 players? Server 53...
Listen, this basically boils down to this point. People want to transfer because Unlike some whales that don't have problems worrying about other players griefing them and hunting them, like graveyard camping and World of Warcraft used to be a thing, it is also now a thing in mobile games. If we cannot play the game, we're not going to spend money. If we're not going to spend money, there's no point in playing that. People are sick of the shit. We want to get transferred off their server
Venom.
So we can go play the game in peace.
Venom. It's good, man.
That's what I'm saying. Allow player transfers. It will fix itself. And if they end up quitting, they end up quitting. But you're going to make more people happy, then you're going to make more people sad, right?
Exactly. They're going to make more money letting people transfer than not.
You know, I mean, I totally respect you guys' opinion on it. But I do disagree. I just disagree. I don't think that solves anything. Okay, because no matter where you go. We've had this conversation.
Shifting the problem to a different server.
Yeah, wherever we've had this conversation before, Wham. Everybody is a whale to somebody else. Everybody. Venom, you're a 34. If you move to server 53, where the number one power player on that server is an Ops 25, guess what? You're a flipping whale. Okay? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that you've never spent money on the game. All right? But you're a whale.
I have, but that's not the point.
Well, it wouldn't matter if you hadn't. Look at ASO, all right, on server 15. He is a level 38. Good God. Sending 3 at me now. Y'all aren't going to let me get my dailies done. Who is this? Wardod sending 3 ships at me. I probably should have stayed to kill one of them. The thing is, everybody is a whale to somebody else. Like, okay, look here, right here, okay? Right here on your screen. Wardod. I mean, I'm not intimidated. I know Wardod. We get along famously, okay? But as an Ops 45 to my level 39, you guys have watched him hunt me all night long. All night long, all right? Now, some people would moan and groan and call that griefing, okay? I don't. I mean, it's part of the game, okay? And I understand why some people do feel that way. But I mean... Here's the thing, Wardod.
I guess you could say that if you get a lot of resources and a lot of lats, so you're not worried about if you go broke, so because you have money and things to back up. But for free-to-play players that get rated or not, and that don't have tokens or not, can't really have that.
Nope. All right, you lost me at rating, okay? Because no matter what happens in this game, you can defend against anybody who's trying to raid you. Period. Plain and simple with the push of a button. By using a shield.
When you pop a 7-day shield and it goes up a day early, then what do?
First of all, who uses a 7-day shield? First of all, 24 hours worth of shields are given every single day. 24 hours
because
of
some
shields.
People have lives outside of a game, DJ, and we have to go do things outside of a game.
All right, so are you telling me that you don't finish your dailies in this game?
I finish my dailies every day but one.
Okay, I don't do them all. You guys saw me before event reset. I don't do them all. I do enough to get my points. Okay, sometimes I don't mind. A lot of days I don't do swarm. You don't have to do all these. Look how many points are available. Let's count them up. All right, let's look on the screen. 40.
There's a lot more than 255. I know
Damn
that.
straight. Damn straight it is. All right, and you don't have to do them all. Okay, really, the argument is do enough to get this loyalty badge. Okay? And in doing so, you're also going to get the 24 hours worth of shields. All right? So let's see. 40, 60, 80, 90, 115, 125, 150, 175, 185, 195, 220, 270, 290, 305, 330, 355, 375, 410, 430, 450, 500, 550. There's 570 points worth of dailies. You got to do 260. Less than half. Okay? Less than half. So, I'm sorry, Venom. I don't buy it. I don't feel for players who can't do half of what the game presents you to do for free every single day. And by the way, we've said this before too. You don't have to do everything. If you're a lower level player, building a research is probably, or doing a building or a research. Hell, 35 of these points come from helps. Another 10 of those points just come from opening. Another 35 points come just from opening chests. Okay, you can get another 35 points by killing 25 hostiles, which could arguably be done in 10 to 12 minutes.
About or arguing the fact that you can do everything in the day for your dailies. That still don't complain. That fits the shield. You get a 4-hour, you get 1 12-hour. There is no such thing as 24 hours unless you pay for it.
No, you're wrong, Venom. So look at
you
your
get
screen.
A 4, an 8, and a 12.
At 90 points,
a
you
4,
got
an 8, and a 12. Right.
Man, listen.
24 hours if you really need it.
There you go. 4, 8, and 12 is 24 hours, Venom. Okay.
Well, I understand that, but if you broke it down, but I mean, okay, I see what you're saying. It's still 24 hours in a time period.
Every
but not
day.
24 hours solid straight through.
No.
But if you're an alliance, you can buy a 24 every day and never.
Yeah, come down here into your alliance store, okay? Down here. Now listen, if you're a solo alliance or you only got 5 people in your alliance, then your alliance store ain't doing you a whole lot of good either. But over here you can buy shields, and not to mention, Venom, these shields were just cut in half in price here probably 3-4 months ago. I could buy a 1-day shield for 100 tokens. 100. Okay? Let's look right here right now in the events. Okay, and by the way, Domination's a terrible example, but it's up right now, so let's just look. Domination's up right now. Okay? If your alliance is in the top 25 on your server, guess what? You just bought yourself a 1-day shield. All right? If you need to be out for a solid 24 hours, not to mention just doing your dailies are going to get you 24 hours too. But right here, with this one event being in dead last place, will still get you enough to buy a 24-hour shield. Somebody just killed me.
In a major alliance, 1-day shields are so cheap, I use them to go poop, right? I mean, I don't know if I'm coming back, right? So I might need a day.
Well,
right? So I never use 4, 12, or 8s. I only use 1 day.
What happened? Where did I recall to that I'm getting killed? Big, get the hell out of here, man. Oh, my God.
I didn't finish the plan, DJ. So before all these games allowed fast progression, right? Because eventually you could progress to the top level in like 9 days, right? So there wasn't really a division between low-level and high-level players like there is here. But when there was, what they did is they opened up new servers, and they only allowed certain players to a certain level to get those servers, right? So the new server would open up, and they would advertise low pop, and they would say limited to, let's say, level 15 or limited to level 30. So anybody could migrate there that was under that level, so that you would have no whales.
Now
right? Whales could not come there.
Hey, I would 100. That is a compromise I could get behind. Okay, you balance out the power, you level lock where you can go. Hey, I'm not opposed to something like that. I'm absolutely not opposed to something like that. But that's not what's been presented. All right, we're saying let players
go. Handled it, right? All the major game companies handled it that way before they allowed fast progression, right? It just was a little more time consuming for customer service because it wasn't automatic. They had to figure out what level you were and if you could go there. And they're like, okay, you're approved, and now we're sending you.
Holy shnikes. Let's go back 20 minutes. And that's exactly the same thing I said. I said that it would have to be reviewed on a case-by-case, a manual basis, and at least in my opinion, I don't see Scopely doing that right now. All right? Now, I could totally be wrong.
Game companies hired people to help them do that. Like they would hire me and you.
Do you have pull with Scopely, DJ, yes or no?
Of course I do.
Well, then I want you to ask them to put a suggestion in for me for server 19. I'll ask you that over the air.
I mean, I'll put anything on a feedback report. But listen, just because I have communication ability with them doesn't mean that anything I say that's going to cost them money is going to get regarded. Listen, I
would pay Scopely to do it for me. I just don't know how.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what that is. You know, thanks, slide me some cheddar. We'll see. But no, I mean, what I'm saying is that Scopely has their plan. Okay, if they take the advice of me or No One Shell or Rev or anybody else, it's because something makes sense that doesn't necessarily cost them money. Like, look at any company. No company is going to go out there and do something that loses them revenue just for the sake of doing it. At least not very often. All right, if they did it very often, they wouldn't have doors to open.
I'll come to your server with my account. I'm not going to be equal or to anybody on your account. I just want off my server. It's that toxic. Really, it is.
Yeah. And if they could make it automatic based on your level, like they did, they already have that in play, right? Because you could transfer your character if you're under 15. So that already exists. All you have to do is look at your ops level and allow you to open a new server.
Yeah, nobody said that it can't happen. They say that they're not going to open the can of worms because, listen, when one person does it, freaking 50,000 people are going to want to do it. And they're first of all, they're not equipped to do that. All right? I mean, seriously, they're not equipped to do it. All right? Customer support is already one of the worst with all the love in the world.
Automatically doing it. You could transfer to a new server if you're under 15. All you have to do is have the computer scan what ops level you and allow you to go where you want, right? Because the server you're going to will limit you based on your ops level. Like, no, you can't go there because you're too high, right? It already exists in the game. All they have to do is open the new server and ops level lock it, right? You could, like, 50s can only go to old servers. Like, they could go to 15 because we have like 80 of them.
Yeah.
This doesn't matter if they come here. It's not going to affect us. In fact, it'd probably make more people go to 50. So
the fact that I'm only 9 million is not that big of a deal, but it's just I can't. I mean, I might have made a few mistakes here and there, but not to warrant to where I'm in exile for the rest of the fucking game.
Come on, man. We're on YouTube. Now stop, or I'm going to mute you. All right. That's the second time.
Sorry. I thought we were just on the air. The talking trap. My bad.
All right. That's the second time I've asked you. Come on now.
Yes,
listen.
sir.
I don't know what your progression looks like. I don't know how long you've been in the game. But there are a lot of things that are easy to do to make a mistake in this game. There's a lot of things that can happen to set you back. I don't agree that anybody should be a part of a toxic environment, okay? But I also think that to a certain degree, you will be a better player by dealing with griefers. And I know that this sounds terrible. Trust me, I know it sounds awful. But I have been quoted on here a gazillion times that war makes you better, okay? There is no reason that a server should never occasionally go to war. War makes you better. Protecting your miners, PvPing, okay? Look, tonight, Wardon has been all over my tail, all right? Now, if I was a little bit more focused, I wouldn't be warping away. I wouldn't be running, all right? I'd be crewing for him. By the way, notice what he did, okay? I had 3 ships there. Well, I had 2 PvP ships. He showed up with 3, okay? He probably would have won that bout, absolutely, okay? But it's not mindless, okay? It's not mindless. Like, he thought ahead to how he was going to attack me. Wardon, I don't know if you're still listening in chat or not, because I know it's been a long time. But I would bet on those 3 ships that you showed up with, each one of them had a task. You were going to hit something first with this ship. You were going to hit something second, or at least concurrently, with the second ship. Or maybe one of those was going to be a double tap. You didn't just fly up there with Pike Moreau Chen. You had a plan. Okay? And war does that. Venom, I know that this is going to sound cliche because I'm powerful. And I've spent money, and I'm on a heavily populated server, and I'm probably one of the better players. And that sounds terrible. I'm trying to think of a nicer way to say that, but I'm a good player. All right, and yes, I've paid for some of my power. Absolutely, there's no doubt about that. I've spent hundreds on this game.
But the other thing is, you're also not the strongest player either.
I'm definitely not.
Way better and stronger than you, but there are also other people.
By the way, let's go back here. Let me. You know what? When we're done here, go back and watch the YouTube for this little sequence that happened down here. Okay, Big Country was hanging right here by my base. He got 2 of my ships because I wasn't even watching. Okay, he got 2 of my ships because I wasn't even watching. Now, was anybody watching their screen to see what I did to keep him from getting my 3rd one? Please tell me somebody saw that, because that was pretty good. That was good strategery right there. Anybody catch it? Big Country knows what I did. Okay? What I did, so he got 2 ships. I wasn't even in the system watching. I come back to where I'm getting hit. I see Big Country waiting for my returning ships. All right, my jelly's coming in. That arguably is the most expensive one. He's getting ready to cost me a couple million tritanium. How did I get around him? Nobody watched. I quickly cycled out to a Rialta. I tied his ship up at the same moment.
Yeah, you tapped his other ship.
At the same moment that my jelly would have been crossing his paths, I tied him up with a Rialta that gave my ship time to get into base. Now, that is a tactic you only learn when people are griefing you. Not that big country's griefing me, but we are at war. He is totally, listen, anytime, big country and I have talked, anytime he is within his rights, he's within the ability of the game to attack me. Big country's a nice guy. He doesn't typically grief me, but we're at war right now. I don't expect anything less than relentlessness from his alliance. And they have been. They have been very active. They have increased the difficulty level for me a little bit. Okay? Not to the point where I'm not getting my dailies done. Just maybe to the point where I'm having to focus a little bit. Look, Wardod's been chasing me all night. Great Depression has been chasing me all night. Big Country just got me right here at home. Okay? I expect these things, so I prepare for them in as many ways as I can. War makes you better. You can't be lazy. You can't be set and forget. You can't be passive. These are all true. And yes, for the players who don't have an hour or two a day to put into this game, then Venom, I can totally see it being extremely frustrating. Okay? But this player is not for the casual player either. I mean, we've said that. Wham!
I know tell everybody, normal events take you about 2 hours for most people, right, on average, to just do your dailies, right? Unless you're very proficient at it.
The dailies, yeah. It's about an hour and a half to 2 hours.
If you're at war and it's taking you 3 hours, more than 3 hours, you're doing it wrong. You're doing something wrong, right? But I know 3 hours is a lot of time a day for most people. But
it is. Hell, I mean, it's been a lot of time. It's been a lot of time for me here lately. Okay? I haven't had a ton of time to put into the game here lately. All right? But I still can try to scrap out a couple of hours, and I can try to do some things that are going to make me a little bit more efficient. And Venom, I'm sorry. Please don't take offense to that. I wasn't saying that you were lazy. I'm just saying those are the players who are going to struggle. A, who don't have the time, or B, who don't have the discipline to learn and strategize and overcome. Look, Wardod is in the system right now. He's chasing players. We're in our territory. He's looking for somebody. Let's go get him. All right? And listen, he's baiting me. I know he's baiting me. He's probably going to fly some other ship over here in just a second. Let's see. Let's scan our surroundings. Don't just blindly fly in. See if he's going to Picard maneuver on me again.
I love Swarm Sundays for the fact that there's only one system. And you can pretty much gate somebody if you want to. But you can't stop them. All you can do is slow them down, right? You can warp in from 3 different ways and still get all your kills done and still get the event done. Maybe took you 15 minutes longer than it normally would, but they can't stop you unless they filled it with 50 players, right?
That's absolutely true. It's absolutely true. Listen, are there reasons that I'm in certain places? All right, I have to mine 25,000 crystal, 25,000 gas, and 50,000 ore for my daily. All right, so yes, I'm parked right next to ore. I'm parked right here because it does take longer. It does take more attention. I kind of have to babysit my miners. You know, when we used to always tease people who watch their miners. I actually find myself doing it. All right, I do because I even said this to my team this morning. I said, you know, it's funny. I'm actually watching my miners a little more than I used to, but I have limited time in the game. So I have to make that time count. I don't have I don't have all day like maybe I did 3 or 4 months ago. I got to be a little bit more careful with my time right now. So if I know that I'm not going to have the time to finish, then, I better be a little bit smarter about the time that I do have.
But here's the thing. This is the problem everybody has. It doesn't matter if you finish, right? You shouldn't be caught up like I have to complete everything every day. That's where you get stressed. It doesn't matter.
Well,
I mean, you're still making.
Yeah, no,
I'm not. Just you didn't get your Carol token. Oh, who cares?
Well, I'm not. Yeah, and listen, I've missed dailies. I've missed tokens. Oh my God! Look, see, it's going crazy up in here. What is that? Oh my God! It's a Kelvin. Recall! Abort! Oh, I'm so digging. Oh.
The point of the game is to have fun, not sit here and mindlessly play to get your token every day.
Oh
have
my
fun.
God! Get out of there!
You don't get it.
Why'd you stop? Oh my God! You stupid auger! You stupid auger! All right, now, you know what? All Big Country.
Turn on your screen again.
I was gonna say all Big Country did right there is let Wardod get closer to me. Here's what's gonna happen.
How come it's not showing your link on your name like it normally does for your live stream?
What's missing?
Usually, when it says podcast UltimatDJz, you'll say streaming live, and you can just click on it in Discord.
Oh, is it not up?
I don't know. I haven't been watching it for like over an hour. But I know in Discord it doesn't show you that you're streaming.
Well, it's usually playing BlueStack, so it could be.
Oh, you know why? It's because I'm not streaming in Discord, maybe? What? See? Scopely, damn it! Come on! Did you see that? Did you see what just happened? Oh my God! Literally, my base is in that stupid system. Why are you kicking me out of the system where my base is?
There we go. There's another one to send up.
Oh my God.
All right, I'm watching it again.
Come on.
I'll post the link for everybody who wants to watch it.
Dang it. I need to slow you down, son. What? Okay. Did you... Oh, my God. This is killing me. Ooh, look. Foe's there with his A. That's pretty. Okay. Now I got you, Wardod. Now I got you, boy. Come on. Yeah. Yeet. Ah, you died. You got you. All right. By the way, that's fun. That's what I have fun with. And by the way, I know Wardod loves that too. He loves PvP. We love PvP. Just wish it worked a little bit better. And again,
Wardod's doing it.
Hey, he's been hunting me all night. He's trying to be YouTube famous. Yo, Wardod, you YouTube famous. No, but that's fun. That's good time. Okay, and by the way, that wasn't just for the record. That wasn't just targeting or flying around. There was a little bit of maneuvering there. He was maneuvering. I was maneuvering. I tried to get him with the Rialto to get him stopped so that my auger could catch up to him. Fortunately, Foe did not come down. Man, look, that's kind of pretty. Look at that shit. Anyway.
All right, I got a question for you about your playing smarter.
Okay. And try.
Financially, for a financial point of view in the game, why did it make sense to have a support ship when you're doing swarms with a Franklin? Because if a Franklin gets blown up, it's nothing to repair. But when you bring your Enterprise and it gets hit, I mean,
you know, that's funny. So yeah, there's a couple of different schools of thought on that. I'm not looking at it necessarily from the repair cost perspective, but I am looking at it from a time perspective. Okay, so for me, by having a support ship there, and again, I mean, obviously, I'm not on the same level as Foe or Wardod here. Okay, but I can deter a lot of people from interfering with me if I've got a strong enough ship there that they can't take out. And obviously, I'm not inactive, right? Obviously, I'm not in the game, so to speak, because I'm there. I'm hunting. So they know that I'm active. They know that I'm seeing. So perhaps they're less like, ooh, what did you do? Did you change your crew? Or did you just get lucky with crits? I almost got you. What happened? I warped out. Ooh. Let's look at the battle log. I love battle logs too, which makes me a super nerd. Okay, so here's the one that we got. Oh, yeah, he went back. So that was his Kelvin crew the first time, and he switched back to Kelvin crew and Khan. Well, Kirk and Khan instead of TOS, Kirk and Uhura. So that gave him a little bit of oomph right there. Gave him a little bit of oomph. Just enough to survive. Just enough.
And have you seen this lately? So when people are hitting hostiles and you're trying to go up and hit them, they have an ability to warp out the moment they're out of combat.
Sure do. You know how that's done? Here you go.
Nope.
UltimatDJz is going to spill the beans on all you cheaters out. I'm just kidding. It's absolutely not cheating.
Using your discovery.
Yeah, you
pull the ship with your discovery.
You summons it. You summons it from somewhere else. So if you got a discovery in another system or even in your home system, okay, all you got to do is summons. That's how they're doing it. If they know. Now listen, some people would argue that that's a waste of mycelium, but I mean, if it saves you a repair, you get the mycelium every single day or weekly. So I mean, it's not necessarily really a waste if it can save you a repair, especially if it's an expensive repair or whatnot, or maybe you're protecting your cargo, whatever. But yes, that is summoning. That means that they've got a ship, they've got the discovery somewhere, and they summons it out, because a summons does not take a warp charge. A summons is instantaneous. So to you, it actually does display a warp charge, but it's instant. Like, it doesn't take the 5 seconds. It shows the sparkle, and then it shows the ship disappearing. So you're thinking, well, my God, they skipped their 5-second charge. That's because it didn't actually charge. It's an instantaneous warp out because they're using summons.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, how are they warping out?
Yep. Yeah, I did the same thing. I had to be told. I had to be told by someone else, oh, there's summons out. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And now I use it. As a matter of fact, Wardot here, who's having fun with us here tonight, he loves coming after me in Borg space. And he was coming after me one day, and I had a full load. And so I really quickly, and it wasn't even efficient, Wham. It wasn't even super efficient. I just threw a discovery into a dock. I didn't even take time to do the crew. I just did it. It was like twice the cost of a normal summons, but I was trying to protect my 290,000 cargo. So I summons out real quick.
I've done it. It's
Chronic.
DJ, I appreciate your time, man. I'm about to head to bed myself.
Yeah, man. It's 1 o'clock in the morning here on the Eastern Zone.
Night.
Hey, see you, Venom. 1 o'clock in the morning on the Eastern Time Zone, and Snake Eye is saying, yeah, I should probably get to bed. My wife's going to be pissed. Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. And I'll just say this to kind of wrap up. I totally get Venom's position. I kind of hope that maybe he comes back and listens to the last couple of minutes because we're getting ready to wrap up. I totally get his position. I get you, man. And I'm not trying to dismiss you at all. I think that there are a few things that you could potentially do to help eliminate some of that frustration. But yeah, unfortunately, it is probably going to take a little bit of extra screen time. But you can totally watch out for these guys. Rialtas and Fortunates, man. Even here at Ops 39, even at 21.5 million power, even with 12 billion steel and 470 million dilithium in my warehouses, I use my Rialta and I use my Fortunates literally daily. There are things that you can do to kind of help protect yourself. There are things that you can do to of course, those things do require eyes on the screen, okay, for sure. But there's a few things that you can do to make your experience a little bit better. Hopefully, trying to find a team that shares your ideals and shares your level of gameplay and shares your passion for the game is definitely going to help. I think a lot of your frustration can definitely be sourced by the fact you feel like you're going nowhere. If you don't have an alliance, it's really hard to progress in this game. So, finding a good team, I think, is something that can really, really help you. And then just, learning some wartime tactics would be really, really good. And listen, maybe one day soon, we get to the point where we can start moving around on servers. Heck, maybe one day soon your server gets merged and those big boys on the block ain't so big anymore. You said you're on server 19. Server 19's a heritage server, so who's giving you grief? Are they mostly like upper 40 level players? If they are,
level 40 players, mainly this one guy named Cranky Adama, Cranky Gladiator. I've blocked him. The chats will still bleed through. He disrespects me, my family, my kid. I've asked him not to. Okay. I've made reports to Scopely. I've done my little investigations. I've done all I can do. I can't get this man to just be leave me well enough alone. He just
Yeah.
will not stop. I've quit the game twice, come back after several months hoping he would be gone or go away. No, nothing.
Just out of
You're
curiosity.
on no one's server, right?
I was gonna say, just out of curiosity, how does and we shouldn't be dropping names here, and that's okay, Venom. You didn't know, but let's not do that. But just out of curiosity, if you quit for a month or two, for a month or two and you come back, like, do you come back with a different username or you come back with the same name? Like, how does he know it's you?
Because he don't clear the cache from his chat logs. He will keep the same ones.
Yeah, but our chat system sucks.
Which tells me he's playing it on BlueStacks and not on the mobile device. BlueStacks, apparently you don't have to clear it, and you can still save all that. So people still know even if you change your name.
BlueStacks will crash every time, and you'll lose everything.
Yeah,
so
but
about
yeah.
every I lose everything.
Of
There's
course,
something going on there. Unless he's doing it through Discord with my ID number, I don't know how he knows, but he knows even if I change my name to some random officer 1345789 number, anything, he still knows who I am.
I wonder if he's
blocked.
Yeah, he's probably blocking you.
That's how he knows who you are.
Yeah, I
Right?
track block players. Look here, I've got a couple of them. I've got a couple of block players, and that way I can track their username changes, and that's exactly why I do it. I have nothing to say to these players. I probably shouldn't show that on screen. I have nothing to say to these guys, but I do want to keep track of their names so that I can continue to mess with them. Of course, then we look here, Wham, and I look at my BlueStacks client. And by the way, I could log into my BlueStacks tomorrow and it have one chat in here. But look here, here's one from 94 days ago. It's freaking weird. All right, it is really weird. Because BlueStacks it's very hit or miss. But yeah, here, look, 94 days? How freaking random is that? It's very random. But yeah, Venom, maybe block him. I mean, let me ask you one more question. Is most of this like verbal, or is he like up your business like 20 hours a day in the game? Like, is he just humping your base?
Not my base, but I'll tell you what did happen here recently. I was locked out, banned for something I shouldn't have said publicly. I tried to post a message to Discord. It's neither here nor there now. He told players to raid my base, which, I was probably going to happen anyway. Of course, when you're banned, you can't log in.
Right.
And so you had no shield. And then when you do log in, you're on a 24-hour no chat ban. So then you can't even speak to inform people of what's going on.
Yep.
So that was a problem. I'll let it go. I've got my resources back now from the arts and doing events every day. So that's not a problem. I thought it was over with. But when you start bringing up my family members and start being drunk and belligerent, that's just not cool anymore.
No, it's not.
And then he'll threaten other members to other alliances. If you accept Venom into your alliances, we'll hunt you and kill all your players. I mean, come on, man. There's a certain level of griefing that's got to be done that shouldn't be done. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
do on our server. I mean, if you block him, you shouldn't be seeing these texts. So how do you know he's talking about your family?
Because when you reload the game after you log back on, okay, if you block the players, when you reload the game, you can see every single thing that's everyone said, even if you block them or not.
I'm not actually seeing that particular, but I'm not going to put it put it past our client. Because
this is why you stay out of GC.
Yeah, I don't. I rarely go to GC. That's actually funny. I actually do when I'm on stream because I try not to show what's going on in my AC, and I forget sometimes. But yeah, no, I very rarely type in my Galaxy chat. But nonetheless, I got to be honest with you. I don't know that I've ever seen. Of course, I've only got 2 players blocked, but I don't know that I've ever seen their chats bleed through that I'm aware of. But hey, with our
does
chat,
it on all mobile Android devices. If you block somebody and you can't see the messages while you're on the game, if you exit out your game and reload the game back up, when you go back to it, there will all still be there.
Crazy.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I haven't noticed that either, actually. So, anywho. Listen, man, I appreciate it. I know that sounds frustrating, and it sounds like you've got a situation over there. Because yes, I mean, I would sincerely hope that anything that is being brought up about family or anything that's being brought up about real life, I would seriously hope Scopely would respond to that, because there's
They respond
no
with
place.
these random ass bullshit.
Come on, Venom! Damn it!
I know that got me right there. That was my fault. They respond with these random messages telling you that they'll do something, but they can't tell you to the extent of what they're doing. So it kind of leaves you out, and they just feel like they're not doing nothing at all.
Well, I will speak to this, and then we're gonna move on. God bless. Okay, hang on. I gotta take care.
But thank you though for responding nonetheless.
You're welcome. Hang on. I gotta take care of this D4 real fast, and then come on, Wardot. Let's go. Let's get it. No, don't run.
To some of the fact that
Why are you running?
Toxic, but there's nothing they can tell you because of their lawyers and interaction. Yada yada yada. That's true, but I mean, the galaxy's big. Even if they catch you occasionally, like even 100 times a day, technically, that should not stop you from doing anything. I mean,
what just happened? You see that again? Goodness gracious, man! I'm telling you, this Picard maneuver thing, it's happening way too frequently. I mean, how many times have we seen that happen tonight in this very little system here?
You were recording on YouTube and it happened dead on to watching it.
It just happened again.
This guy has an alliance, right? Do they ever fight another alliance at war with them?
They fight other alliances, I'm sure they do, but I just don't.
That alliance, they're at war.
I've had to contact their leader today. I got back home this morning after getting my mom last night. That was the ordeal on the other side of Chapin, South Carolina. We drove all the way from Augusta to Chapin. That was interesting. I get back. I get some rest. I load up the game. I make a few comments. I get off the game. I load back the game up to see if there's anything said hours later. And, of course, he's made his nasty little comments to me. And I'm just like at the point where, like, dude, leave my son out of this. Because I'm about ready to kick your ass if you were for real.
Oh, my God.
You know, it's one thing to talk trash. I understand that. But you don't bring family.
Man, are you just getting
game.
online to fight with people, or what are you doing?
Well, I'm
on a alliance by myself, so I don't really have anyone to speak with. So only people I even speak with are people on GC. I might make a comment or two from time to time.
Yeah, I would say this.
Well, stay out of GC.
GC is a dumpster fire most of the time. But I would also say this. And we have had this even on my server before, and Wham can personally attest to this, I think. I believe that
I'm a big troll. So.
I was going to say, I believe that some people really, really like super duper respond to that. Like the reason they troll you or the reason that they harass you is because they're getting a rise out of you. Dude, cut it off. Don't acknowledge it. Like let it go. It's only words. Like he has no idea. He's got no idea who you are. He doesn't know where you're from. He doesn't know your kid. He doesn't know your family. Like what's he going to do? What's he going to do? This dude is probably 450 pounds, eating a tub of cheese poofs every single day, living in his mama's basement with like a mustard-stained tank top sitting there in his whitey-tighties that he hasn't changed for a week.
Hey,
right?
don't talk about no one like that.
Yeah, he just described half the player base. Holy shit.
Like seriously, it doesn't matter. Like who cares? All right. On the other hand, this guy could be freaking Christian Grey with his own private helicopter and a sex dungeon in his apartment. Okay, it doesn't matter who it is. Like he's nothing to you. He's nothing to you. So don't let him be anything to you.
That's true.
You're creating. Let me rephrase. Let me take that back because I'm not saying this is your fault. But you're feeding him. You're feeding him. So just you know what? Starve him. Starve him. Cut him off. Okay, buddy. Cut off. Done. Okay. And
I see what you're saying. Thanks.
I'd be willing to bet. Listen, it'll be a challenge. It'll be a challenge sometimes, right, Wham? Sometimes people try to ignore you and you goad them because Wham's
outplay him.
Wham's a great troll.
All you got to do is outplay him. Just outplay them.
Well,
people think I hate Kebab. I actually love Kebab on my server. He's my rock my heart place. The game would not be the same without him. But man, he is so easy to troll. He he's like a fish on a line every
some people
time.
respond,
and it's fun.
Some people really get into it, and it's okay because these at the end of the day, they're just words. Some people are keyboard warriors, and listen, if you stop engaging, he'll eventually get bored. He'll find somebody else to play, and like Wham says, I do believe on server 15, the majority of us are actually probably decently friendly with one another. Okay, I don't think that there's a whole lot of hatred on my server. There are people that definitely fight sometimes, but look, I mean, listen, we just during this stream, which may have been slightly boring as far as audio stuff, we've seen a lot of people come at me. We've seen a lot of people come to war. We've seen a lot of people come to battle and PvP a little bit, and that is, that's cool. I got no ill will about any of it. Big Country coming and tapping a base, Wardod coming and playing, Great Depression, buddy. Good looking out, good hunting. All right, you found me several times. Good on you. All right, I welcome that kind of gameplay because it makes me better. It makes me better. And look at what we've been able to do tonight. All right, let me scan the space one more time real quick before I look in the battle logs, okay? Yeah, we've got a couple of defeats in here, got some wins. All right, here's where Big Country was wearing me out by my base, so whew, that's a lot of red. I don't like that. But look at all that red. That's all Big Country. All right, he's an Ops 49. Not a whole lot I'm doing there. All right, I've gotten Wardod a couple of times, okay? Couple of wins, couple losses. You don't win them all, but the point is, Wardod and I have an extremely strong relationship. He's a supporter of this channel. He's in our chat. He may not be at this moment, but he's here. All right, he's here all the time. He's not here because he's griefing me. He's here because we play. This is how we play. Heads up, war, PvP. And if I ever crossed the line to Wardod, started talking about his wife or his children or his dog or his mother or whatever, okay? But I don't expect Wardod to engage with that. I would never do that, but I don't expect him to engage, nor do I expect him to tolerate it, all right? So block me, report me, ban me, file a police report, whatever, okay? That's on me. I created that scenario, and this is on that guy, okay? Wardod would probably block me, okay? He's like, listen, I don't have time for this. This is stupid. You're a peon.
DJ.
You're a peon, all right? So he would block me, and that's what I'm going to encourage you to do. If you really are serious about making the problem go away, put it out of your head. Block it. Put it out of your head. Don't engage. Don't respond. Let it go. What's up?
Response if you talk too much, and then he blocks you.
Yep. Don't do that. Sorry, I blindly responded because I was looking in the chat for something else. Don't do that. Anyhow, somebody else had popped up right before Wham. Who was that? Was that Jeremy? Maybe not.
No, it was me. I just said good stuff. That was quality.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Just let it go. I'm rubber and you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you, you big bully. And then let it go. Don't ever respond to him ever again. Finish with that. Let him call you a third grader, and you walk away chuckling, okay? Everything can be fun, including getting rid of bullies.
I mean, I treat this like a sports, man. I'm a huge trash talker, but I don't go past the line. But there's people that hate me for trash talking.
Yeah,
right? They think I'm abusing, and I'm really not. Trust me, I'm a nice guy.
I'm not gonna.
I'm from the military. That was a thing, right? We trash talked everybody, right? That's how things were.
There he is.
Jesus, people hate it.
Big Country coming after me, Big Country. Let's see. We have anything that can stop a 13 million Kelvin Wham? I think I might be out on this one. Might be time to recall.
Not at his level.
Trash talking. It's pixels. We're supposed to be. That's what it is. I'm gonna kill your little pixel ship. That's all it is.
Yeah, and that's what people can't grasp.
Oh, look at him. See? Look at the Big Country. Oh, my God, he's going to get me. Oh, no. Oh, my God, he got me. See? That was good strategery from Big Country right there. Good strategery. I'm going to make you pay. Oh, my God, he's going to get away from me. He's going to get away from me. No. Oh, my God, and now he's going to bring the Kelvin in. Oh, I'm not going to make it. Damn it. Oh, Big Country won that one. Hook, line, and sinker, man. He is going to escape unscathed and cost me 2 kills.
Damn his D4.
Damn you, sir. Yeah. Oh, he 1,000% owned me right there.
Well, you could kill a D4. All 3 of your ships could kill that.
Oh, yeah, no, I could have gotten to it. I didn't get to the D4. I tried to get to the D4 with the Enterprise, but he intercepted the Enterprise with the Kelvin. Yeah, see, and that's what I'm talking about. Choosing your target, choosing who you got to hit first, using a little bit of strategy, a little bit of smoke and dagger, a little bit. He came in and he thoroughly owned that battle. I could have killed that D4. I could have one-shot that D4. But because of the way he hit my ships and the order in which he hit my ships, he totally won that. Well played, sir. Well played. All right, folks. It has been quite an interesting evening. We've been on the air. I don't even know. How long have we been on there? 2 hours and 54 minutes after a 2.5-hour podcast. Yikes. I'm going to bounce. We're going to get ready to wrap this thing up. I want to thank everybody for coming out and hanging out today. I want to thank everyone who enjoyed a conversation, had a conversation. Venom, thanks, man. Appreciate you coming on. I do respect your position. I respect your struggles. I think that an alternate approach can make this maybe easier for you, and I hope that maybe that works for a few other players out there who are having some trouble. But in the meantime, join us on our website. Hook up on our Discord because you get access to players like Big Country and Steven Zarin and Wambulance right here on our Discord. These guys are all extremely intelligent, veterans of the game, upper-level 40s players. It doesn't matter. If you've got a question, they either know the answer or have been through what you're going through. They can help you, all right? These guys are great. We've got such a wonderful community. Wham, thank you for being here. Big is probably – oh, Big, you're still here. I didn't realize you were –
I just came back. I just came back. We were talking and –
oh, you missed all the trash talk I threw about you for coming in and killing my ships.
Nah.
I'm kidding. No, you have to go back and listen. I didn't
listen to it on YouTube.
Yeah, you come back and listen. I didn't throw any trash talk. Actually, that was extremely well executed.
I actually gave you praise, right?
Yeah, that was very well executed. Like that was devious, son. That was sneaky. Sneakiness.
Well, you're sleeping on the couch and I'm going to bed, so we all got to go to sleep sometime.
We do indeed. So everybody, thanks so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. Again, big thank you for being on the show earlier, Wham. Thank you a whole lot. Appreciate you guys. All visit our website at TalkingTrekSTFC.online. TalkingTrekSTFC.online, where you'll find links to everything, including this Discord right here. All right, so join it. Have some fun. Come on in. Meet the players behind the screen and have a good time. And, of course, enjoy this stream. Share it out. If there's anything we can see, we'll probably go back and find a few bookmarks, and we'll send that over to Scopely Wham. I think there was a few good parts here that we could show them.
Jump.
Yeah, the Picard maneuvers, definitely. That's one that's got to be sent up.
Yeah.
That one's got to be sent up.
See you guys.
Guys, thanks. Big Country, appreciate you. Everybody else, thank you so much for hanging out. This has been a YouTube live stream presentation of Sunday Funday right here on the Talking Trek podcast. Appreciate it. Please share this. Please like the video. Subscribe to our channel for all kinds of future content. Leave your comments in the section below. Thank you guys also very, very much for being here. Hey, YouTubers over there in the chat. Captain Mark, thank you. Steven Zarin, the Enlightened.